hand redoing my whatever.
Your contact.
The contacts. And
That's what I hate.
she puttered out at about G. And I
Right.
said, you ain't even start.
Right.
That was me, whatever you're doing.
This is a production of Darn TV.
We kicking off hairball?
Yeah.
We're kicking it off.
It's that season.
It is that season. Jeepers.
It's been a long month.
We missed some season.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. We're back.
Back and better than ever, or what are we?
Back.
And wore out?
Back, still not.
Back in black.
Yeah, back in black. Still not fitting in that 15-inch seat.
Yeah.
Summer went by so
Gabe's still
quick, I didn't
safe.
even. Yeah. Yeah. They made it. They made it through.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they went all in
Yeah.
on the bet.
They knew what they were talking about.
Right. Huh. Well,
Let's
we were
see.
talking, and that we have not been together since August 15th.
Right. August 15th.
That's like
Yesterday.
a month and 3 days or something
Oh.
like
So
that.
why didn't we meet? So August 15th was before the Monty deal.
Yeah.
And then the following week we did not meet because we were getting ready for championship night, or the championship weekend. And
Yeah.
Williston Estevan.
Williston, Estevan, I
Estevan.
think something
Yeah.
came up. We
I think
we
you had a man down.
communicated a little bit,
Right.
but we didn't do it.
We
and then-
threatened. We thought so.
Yep.
Then the week after that, Motor Magic.
We only had 4 days
Right.
Yeah.
before Motor Magic, and then the week after that was Super National Week,
Right.
and
Don't bother me then.
was a
Yeah.
short week just because of Super Nationals week, and then I was going to Botno.
No.
And then the week after that, did we even communicate last week? Was that last week?
I don't think we talked at all.
No,
Oh, yeah, you did.
I was
we-
going to say
I
we
put
couldn't
it out.
we couldn't uphold our promise. You had
Right.
soccer.
You had soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer.
So we're
season,
already into a
soccer.
different sport.
Right.
Yeah.
So since
School, not only has school started, it got in the way of the Dirt Weekly.
Right. Soccer's
So,
going,
yeah.
hockey's going, gymnastics going, figure skating's going. We're back to Wednesday nights.
we're back to Wednesday
Because
nights.
we don't
Church
go
night.
to we don't go
Church
to
night.
church. This is my church.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
My youngest is at church, but she has a driver's license, so
You're
I'm
good.
Right.
So then this week, I kind of sent the text out late, but I thought we were all on board, so that's
Yeah.
why I sent it
Yeah.
out, because you guys
Because
said
last
Wednesday.
week, because you said on soccer day
Right.
next Wednesday,
Yeah.
Right.
and we listened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
But I was, it
Uh-huh.
sounds bad, but with everything going on, and I was okay for a few weeks not doing
Yeah.
this. I know
Yeah.
our awesome fans. I had some
Yeah.
messages on
Yeah.
Facebook going, "Hey, I thought it was the Dirt Weekly."
Yeah. Well, the intentions are good.
Yeah. There's 12 weeks in a year, right?
Well,
I mean, if you got a race car and family, it is.
episode
Bell
58
doesn't-
divided by 4. That's right in that area.
Right.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell doesn't just sell tacos.
Right. Right.
So our apologies.
Burger King
Life
doesn't
gets
just sell
in the way.
burgers.
Right.
Well, we don't want the Dirt monthly. We want the weekly, but sometimes
Yeah.
it's monthly. But that's not the plan.
Jeff Barta's already checking in.
He's
Hey, Jeff. We've been hanging with Jeff for a month.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
that we have.
Racetrack
That's
to
been good.
racetrack.
Yeah.
That we have.
Hmm.
Well, where do we want to start?
Huh. Well,
What do we want? I just put on there. Here's my show prep.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of racing recaps.
yeah.
You really thought
And
about
then
that this
a
last
whole
month.
bunch of recaps.
Yeah. Well, heading into the Monty, of course, was
Right.
It was a wonderful race, and it was a great night of racing.
It was.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit challenged on remembering some of the finer details. I know I enjoyed it.
Well,
I got to
we
help
could
him
go
out,
with
so-
we were thinking 40 mods maybe. Didn't even get close to that.
Got 24.
24.
23
Yeah.
or 24.
But the 23, 24 that showed up
20 of them were legit.
could win.
Yeah. I thought it
It
was
was
a nice
unreal.
representation
Yes.
of old racer, new
Yep.
racer, good racer, our best. I thought we had a cut of a little bit of everything. We had Bismarck, we
Yep.
had surrounding areas,
Williston.
we had Monty's environment, his racing circle.
Mad Mike Hagan hopped in my car. I
Yep,
thought that
Mike-
was
I thought that was a good deal. That was cool. Hank come over.
Hank came.
Turnbull's come down. I mean, Monty, as reflecting back to that weekend and remembering some stuff, he was the first Estevan champion.
Yep, in 2000.
And the Canadians
I
represented
think
well.
Les McClenahan came.
Yeah, Les was
That
here also.
wasn't that his first time this year here, I think.
Might have been. I'm not
Yeah.
So,
sure.
Jeremy Keller came up for
Jeremy come up.
what Mark Dahl was he?
Mark was here. Mark was here.
I think
Yeah,
Mark
he was in
came.
the white car.
Yep.
Sean was here.
came.
Sean led it there at the beginning. Again, great race. I thought it got promoted well. I thought we touched on some good high points. I was excited to see the number of family down there in
Oh,
the Monty shirts.
huge.
Wasn't sure what I was going to see,
Right.
and what I saw was a lot.
Yep.
And
Monty's son came back for it, so he lives in
Tyler-
Colorado. So
Tyler was here,
Yep.
so it was cool. It was
Yep.
cool. Again, I got the awesome privilege of announcing with it, and remembering Monty in my ways too. So, but again, it had that honest electric feeling, that good vibe. I mean, we lost him too
Yes.
soon, and we lost him a year ago, and to come back and have this celebration and just
Right.
touch back on the '90s, if you will, early 2000s, and see so much of his family.
we lost a
represented.
great racer way too soon. Like his racing career even got cut short because
It
of
did. It did.
his.
And yourself and Terry and stuff like that have done a good job at keeping it alive and well.
Yep.
I mean,
Mike Coughlin Jr. was there.
and he was very involved
Yep.
with Monty's racing.
He
so-
actually brought over to my house
Hmm.
the door panel from Super Nationals, and then we had that at the flag stand there.
That was that door.
That
okay.
was that door.
That was that door.
And he brought me
Uh-huh.
2 VHS tapes of the race of Super Nationals.
Bring them over. We'll digitize them bad boys.
We need to.
I got
Yeah.
it. I can digitize
Let's
them.
follow up on that because
I
can-
think
was
it'd be
there.
fun to.
I can
and,
digitize them.
just
I have the ability.
I think it'd be fun to watch
it's the good stuff on this
because
this talk. So
if Ryan Clark is watching, I doubt it, but I think that's the record year of mods.
like the 426 year.
Yes.
That sounds about right.
It's pretty close into there.
Yeah.
So-
when 40 heats had 10 and 11 and 12 cars.
Wasn't it Jerry Van Sickle's dad or family that did the videoing or something back then?
I don't know.
Hmm.
And then you could buy it.
Toby Cruz
You could
and
buy
Denny,
it later.
Toby Cruz and Denny were the announcers then. I can't remember Denny's last name because it's long, but
So
but
that's where-
J-Van was probably involved in some level. I don't remember his name then.
right.
Apparently I'm showing my age.
Right.
But no, that was a cool deal.
Were you down there that year?
Yep.
You were.
Yep. I was there. So and he was the highest place in North Dakota at the time, and he might still be in
Him and Jason Walla. I asked that.
Okay.
So
They're
Jas-
tied?
Yep, they're tied. Jason's got a 5th, and so does Monty.
Monty got a 5th. Okay. I thought
Yep.
he got a 4th. He got a 5th.
That's
okay.
I asked. Because I always thought it was
Uh-huh.
4th too, but
Yeah.
Ryan said it was
Well,
5th.
time does that to you. Things
Right.
move around a little bit, possibly, but nonetheless, it was exciting and
That's in the modifieds because Wyatt
Mono-
has the best
finish overall,
overall
in 04.
which
is
was
second.
second in a stock car.
Yep.
And I figured because Johnny Carter got 4th this year. Or
Right.
Third.
Third.
4th? Third.
Or
No, he got 4th.
fourth.
Fourth.
I thought he was on the podium.
Maybe he did get 3rd. I don't know. Well,
Something like that. It was only
Sure.
2 weeks ago.
yeah.
Yeah, which feels like forever ago.
I can remember 20 years ago easier.
Yeah. I'm just as vague.
But
on
the
2
Monty
weeks.
deal, yeah, it was a lot of fun. What stood out to me, and I'm thinking back in my mind now because it was a month ago, doing the redraw down front, seeing the drivers down there, and having I remember thinking Aaron Turnbull with the 6, Travis Hagan with the 5, and I was going, man, this is going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
And then You know, Drew Christensen with a 1. I was like, ooh, he's going to be tough to beat.
Right.
Red Arrows. He goes all
Yeah.
the way back to, I think, 9th.
Right.
But ran well in the beginning. I mean,
Strand ran up front.
Sean
he
jumped
looked
out
like
there
a
right away.
Yeah, runaway train. And
you're like, man, that looks like you got it covered. Well, we're
What-
going to have a
what
few
happened
cautions
there?
and think about it. And
Do you think it was tires? I mean, it's been quite a while, but
I don't
like
know.
Sean Strand was the fastest car, but he was running that middle.
you run in the
Yeah,
middle, yeah.
right.
And in Sean's defense, you really can't change your game when you're leading
No.
because you're leading.
Yeah.
So you got to wait until you see some sightings left or right, and then you got to adjust. And
now talking to Aaron, he had the opposite mindset. He told me when he was leading, he kept searching. He said that
'Cause
racetrack.
He knew that there was a 14T that was searching.
in the interview, to be exact, that's just how he said it.
He just
I seen 14 was in second. I know what that means.
He's right. Better be finding something better because this ain't the best.
Better be looking sharply here. So
It's kind of funny. I talked to Aaron a little bit, and he just said, the way Nodak's been this year, you know, you think you're in the line, maybe you're going to lead this thing to the end. Next thing you know, they're blowing by you somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like the track has just been so changes. You got to be a racer. He said, you know, I don't know if he really said or whatever, but he kind of made it sound like it was such a mental race because you got to be searching, not only driving, searching.
well, yeah, and to continue on that line of thinking, when you pass Sean Strand for the lead,
Right.
we're moving right along here.
Right.
And again, you're wondering where the 14's at
'Cause-
because he's paying attention.
See, if you're passing Strand, next thing you know, his brain's working again. I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
he's going somewhere else.
They lefted me. I gotta see that. And then Travis is watching everybody. And no, I thought Aaron summed it up great in the interview. I thought it was a neat play on the history. Again, Monty being the first champion in Estevan,
Estevan.
and the first Monty Memorial to have Aaron win it.
Yeah.
I just thought it all came together nice.
That's what I thought too.
It was a goosebump feeling getting them right now.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Yeah, I had the same thought when I drove down to Victory Lane. There, I was just like, man, how did this all play out? So
Just seems like a fifth dimension in
Right.
there. I mean, it's just cool stuff. So
the family said they're all on board to do it again next year. So we're
that
hoping
is
to
awesome. That is awesome.
keep that going.
I'm going to do my best to make sure I'm out there in a 90s era correct
Yeah,
modified.
right.
So I missed the boat
Yeah,
again this year,
if
but
you would have got in there, that
me
would have
mi-
been really something.
Me missing boats are going to come to an abrupt halt here.
Right.
Working on it, but
Yeah,
yeah. So we had the Monty.
And then Wilson Championship night.
Yeah, we had the Monty Lundy.
On a Sunday,
Yep.
our Sunday, and then
Oh no, Estevan would have been Friday, right?
Yep.
let's see, Estevan
Estevan
Friday,
Saturday.
yeah, because it was
Their
flipped from the
champion,
previous
yep.
week. So
And
we went to
then
Estevan for championship.
and then
And then Williston for championship night.
Yep. And
Anything stick out in your mind from that weekend? And then we had the final night at Nodak, the 25th. That's Sunday.
The only thing that really sticks out to me is Williston. You know, they've had problems with their track all year, and then
Choom, turn that bad boy around.
yeah, championship night it was really pretty good. So
Well, as we can reflect, you're working hard at things, and you have an idea that it's going to be this, and that, and then it ain't, and then you're frustrated. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
almost get stuck. You're like, okay, I want to do more of this and more of that, and again, it was a new bunch doing that there, and again, most of us, for the most part, we struggled with them, if you will, and stayed on course and stayed on schedule with them. It certainly got better. They learned some stuff that works for them,
Right.
and the future looks good. So,
right.
yeah.
So then Sunday at Nodak, I think we had a pretty light schedule, decent car count that Sunday, but the way our schedule was this year, we wanted to roll kind of late because 4 days later we roll right into Motor Magic.
You know, that was some conversation last winter and stuff like that, and I think that is still a good conversation, the fact that you're going to go into a 3-day Motor Magic 4 days after your last race. And, of course, that
Right.
was a change of the championship race and stuff like that went back into June. And I think that's still good dialogue. I mean, that
After August is over now, I mean, I just, you know, I had some fans kind of jump me a little bit and this and that, and I said, you know, I get it. You're a diehard racer. You want to see the mods every night. You want to see this every night. But I look at it as I didn't have any issues with volunteers
Yep.
being crabby, mad, quitting, this and that. We didn't have any issues
that's
with
a factor that most don't understand.
right.
And
we
it's real.
in our race programs were done before 10 o'clock every night.
Timely.
Yep. The racers still showed up, even though they're just racing for a purse, you know. So I thought
But
it
you guys
actually,
also added purse to a lot
Right.
of the classes that
Right.
showed up and raced.
we tried to give everybody some extra money to keep rolling because we wanted them to show up for Motor Magic, and we had a pretty good year where we could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we shot through the
And
hip.
you're not sure of that part during the setup, but
Right.
but in reflection, you were prepared for
And that's
that.
why some
That
people,
helps.
I heard some people complaining, well, if they would have put the purses out there sooner, they would have got more cars. The problem is they didn't know they were going to be able to
Yeah.
afford them purses
But-
until the.
We
and-
can see what the year is.
And the other thing I would tell people that said that to me, just show up and race.
Yeah.
We should never even advertise them at all. When you showed up, paid your money, said, hey, we're racing for extra money. Thanks for coming. That's how I operate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe when you're traveling, it's got to look a little different. I mean, that's a reflection of September racing, maybe. But I hear
Right.
you. I hear you.
you know, I
With
mean,
with that said, to kind of reflect on the whole year, again, I like that point steal May and June. I
right.
do. If I was going to be a little bit greedy or a little bit fan orientated, I would say that in August, if you could at least have 2 of the regular 4 IMCA classes a night, not just once, on the August deal. When we had sprints and slingshots and stuff like that, like the
Right.
one night we just had stock cars. And I don't mean to discount the,
yeah, that
the
was
compacts,
the first
but
night back.
if
Yeah.
you hypothetically had mods and hobbies, and then the next week you had sport mods and stock cars, and you did 2 of those throughout the 4 weeks, maybe.
Well, just wait
Just
until
give
you
them
see.
a little bit more.
Just wait until you see what I got brewing here.
Yeah. Well, that
'Cause-
greater windshield will give you some time.
Yeah. I think
Good
I-
year.
if
Good
I get
year.
voted back in and we roll down this path,
Does that
again,
mean you're running?
maybe? But if I
You heard it here first, folks.
if I decide to do it that day, we're already working on something. But
That's awesome.
I'm
Good for you.
kind of thinking we're gonna do like a
There's no setups to the show, as you can tell.
Right.
So-
big money for one class, and then have 2 other fill-in
Oh.
classes. Your 2 other IMCA classes. Kind of go back to the early 2000s. We're running 3 classes. Hopefully get, in the high dollar pay show. Let's get 30 to 40 cars, and then the other ones, let's say you bring in the mods and hobbies. You get your 14 to 20 in each, and come in there and race, and that one class gets money. The other one's race for a regular purse. The next week, one of them classes race for the big purse. Yeah, I got the computer thing. I'm trying to figure that out, but
I like
I'm-
it.
Can you
I'm
even
making
get
a
logged
purse.
into it yet?
yep.
Okay.
And I'm working on a purse on there. I got the little thing figured out where you type it in and then it adds it up yourself.
Oh, you
You've
have
had
to
a lot of
pencil-
computer time at work, haven't you?
Wow.
I was doing it on my phone.
At work.
I don't even bring that computer out that I carry around everywhere, but I'm trying.
Oh, dang. Well, good on you
But-
again to reflect on the
Yeah.
season.
But-
I like the new layout.
I
I
got
hope I
all
speak for
fired up.
many.
I got all fired up when J-Van posted his Marshalltown thing, and I'm like, that's the purse that I was just thinking about. He did it, but I'm going to change a couple spots.
Yeah?
But I like that 4,000 to win, 400 to start. That is, to me, that is a racer's purse.
Yeah.
It ain't too big where you get the professionals, and the bottom end is good enough.
Good
for
enough to come over.
You're coming,
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Yeah. That's what I criticize about the tour a little bit on some levels. So.
Right. So, good job, Jerry. Keep it up.
Yeah. Well,
I copy a lot of things Jerry does.
promoting
Yeah.
minds, stay together, stay close. That's
Right.
how you find that new deal.
But
Hashing out these things. turn
first,
into
we got to
something.
see how October 20th goes.
Yeah. Well,
We
if
are
you
a
get
month
elected
away
again.
from
If I even show up, right?
Oh, well, we'll close the bar early the night before.
Yeah.
Banquet's usually done by 11.
Oh, well, the horse is open until 2.
Right.
That's the problem.
It was pretty good time last time we went there, too.
Right. You kept Wayne and I out past our normal hours.
Right.
Way past his normal and kind of past mine, so that's saying something.
And I think I had to go early for some reason because I didn't line up a good babysitter or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Banquet night, I better
Ooh.
look for a good babysitter.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
We better celebrate, yeah.
So we've made it through the championship weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we roll into the 3 nights of Motor Magic, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep. Friday,
decent car count for the 4
let's
classes.
let's roll into Tuesday's board meeting.
Ah,
Tuesday's board meeting.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're sitting there. Hear all these guys going to Iowa.
yeah.
I look at everybody. I said, I don't think we're going to have any race cars.
I was concerned
And
too.
everybody agreed. And I'm like,
Uh-oh.
look at everybody go. You know, like,
Now what?
but that's good.
Yeah.
If people want to go to Boone, this and that. Okay, Friday rolls around, we get 86 cars. Oh, okay, that ain't too
In
bad.
4 classes, which you're
4
averaging 20.
There was
per class.
89 the year before, so that's what I always do. Look
Okay.
at previous years.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Saturday.
What happened?
Holy.
Who
I gotta
fertilized?
follow-
Who
we ain't got
fertilized the
no-
race cars?
We ain't got no room to park anybody.
What do you mean?
And I said, that ain't my problem. That's Wayne's. I walk out there.
This side of the fence is Wayne.
Ain't no shit. They're lined up way out there. Wayne's bringing them in one by one. And I'm like, this
Yeah,
is
I'm
good.
looking around. We're pretty tight. We did our job.
Yeah. No, I thought it turned out great. I went back on my race pass.
154. Wow.
Yeah, is that, wow, was it 154 that night?
And then 151 the next or something, or the
So-
third.
Yeah.
150 somethings.
I went back and looked on my race pass all the way back to 2015. We've never had that. So
That's awesome. Yeah. I don't know if it was the weather or
I
whatever it was. It was wow.
I kind of want to thank the weather because I think it was nice enough to go racing, not nice enough to go to the lake.
That's a tight 5-degree window.
Right.
Like 74 to 79.
I don't like wind when you're doing track prep, and we had it Saturday.
Yeah.
So
I can't leave this alone. You know what's coming. Starting at 7 o'clock didn't hurt a thing. And you're going to hear it from me every time.
home run on that move.
Yeah. Kudos to the track group. Again, we were able to get on the track and race on it on the first lap. I'm telling you.
Right.
It's
Saturday.
been a while. It's good to see and feel.
Saturday was probably not our most ideal
Yeah.
what we shoot for, but
Yeah.
it turned out in the end really. I mean, it worked out. So
We had to stop and recognize some stuff, and
yep,
we did.
Yep.
And that's
We-
okay. So if there was a time to go late, the middle night is obviously the easiest
Right.
night to fit that in. And I know some critics want to know why we got to run late and not everybody else gets to. Well, it's because we don't abuse our privileges.
Right.
And when we do slip and we can explain it, I think all is good in Funky Town. I'm going to stick
Right.
to it.
But they forget that just a handful of years ago when we brought in the trophy class and we had this going on at Motor Magic and we did start at 5, we went till 2 in the morning.
Right.
And because we had
Last
sprint
year.
cars, we had,
Yeah.
there was all kinds of stuff that we had.
And it is Motor Magic weekend, and it is the last weekend of summer in the eyes
Right.
of Minot, and going to schools and all that stuff. Their college starts next week. To be a little bit late on Saturday of that weekend, I don't think is nearly the crime of being late on Wednesday.
No,
So,
right.
and I'm going to stick to it.
And I thought we ran a pretty tight show. I mean, it
thought
was
so. I mean, again, like
Saturday
you say,
night was
car count went back 10 years, and it hadn't been anything like that. So,
nothing.
like you, I would have thought it would have been a little bit soft because
That's
of the
what
boom
we
factor.
thought. Right. But yeah, I
Surprise.
got to thank all the race car drivers that did the Ole victory lap deal. That turned
That
out
was-
great. Everyone did it.
Yeah.
Nobody, I mean,
There's,
Nobody even
there's never
questioned it.
enough,
Right.
but it was awesome, and everybody understood what was at stake and what needed to be done.
I
there.
mean, that guy saves Nodak a pile of money by supplying a rescue truck that's top notch, wreckers, and he's done a lot for the club. So
been very
and
thorough
racers.
on that preparation, and he's good at it, and he likes to be good at it. He
Right.
enjoyed that. I hope the future can be covered.
Right.
I believe it will be.
So
Whole bunch of people checking in. Zach Heidelberg checked in
Ah.
10 minutes ago.
See,
Terry Davidson,
We're
7
giving
minutes
pointers.
ago.
right.
The banker, Kelly, checked in.
hey,
It'd be nice if we had this monitor.
I was
thing,
working on it.
Oh
yeah. Hey, yeah. Let's stop and give credit where credit's due. So Brandon, Smallsy and I can't
Yeah.
see what you guys are saying because
It's almost like we're racing. We're just out in no man's
Yeah.
land.
It's just a receiver. We don't get to read nothing or talk back. So, so Brandon gets us all lined up, but the delivery team,
It's
slipped.
okay.
Still
It's
on the
okay.
delivery truck.
Yep.
So
Right.
next time, the weekly. So,
Dang UPS driver.
hey,
Uh,
Kelly, I'm going to throw a little homework at Kelly.
Uh-oh.
what's what's the loanability on race cars in this day and age?
Well, you got something coming?
Well, I'm a little out of shape here, and I want to know what's cooking in the world. What is senseless? What's the interest rate on senseless money spending?
Hey, you're
And
doing
what's
it.
the-
You're doing it at the right time.
and
You
what's the
listen
cla-
to you listen to
Yeah.
the rate. Yep.
Cut her
see?
in
Interest
half
rates
today.
are going
Yep.
down.
Right.
Cut her
Yep.
in half today.
Just in time to order some race car parts.
Hey, I seen the landlord just came in. Did I leave you enough room to park?
He didn't
Yeah.
complain.
He didn't
Oh,
complain.
yeah,
So
I think
okay.
he did.
I
should
thought I did.
I should have parked there.
Did you park out on the street?
Yeah,
I
parked
thought
there.
you might. The neighbor didn't like me in the rocks, so I put her up against the pickup. So
Your buddy Jared Johnson checked in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then he said he went to his first races at Motor Magic in over
Yeah.
20 years.
wow.
Yep.
What do you think? Are you right?
Well, he put something in here. Maybe he told you something different.
He doesn't like cautions. Stop
That's
the
basically
cautions.
what he put here. Good racing.
We
but
need a couple at the end, especially if you're way behind.
Right. I agreed with him.
but cautions made it boring, he says.
So let's just say
Well.
let's just say he came over to the garage to watch Boone. The
He
garage.
said he liked Boone.
no
That's what he
cautions.
said right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
We didn't have many. Well, the hobbies got a little wild.
When
The
you get
sport
somebody that
monster.
hasn't been to the races in 20 years and you compare him Nodak to Boone, he likes Boone. I do too.
Well,
But we have to reinvent some wheels up here.
Yeah.
But
Well,
at
most
least
people
he
like their
came.
2024 pickup versus their 1994 pickup, but
Right.
yeah, I get it.
When you go to Boone and you race at Boone, they just have the aura, and you're okay with basically just bending over and getting.
Right.
You're just okay
Yeah.
with it.
You have to be.
You have to be.
You know it when you leave, and
But
you
some-
have to remind yourself of
But
that.
somebody else, I don't know who I was talking to, brought up a good point, though. There is no guardrail in Boone.
No.
So you spin out, shoot her to the middle,
Yeah.
where you can kind of do that at Nodak.
There's two openings, turn 2
Kinda.
and turn 4.
But if you spin out turn 1, don't be shooting to the guardrail.
Right.
You better be shooting off the track. But yeah,
You're right. If drivers are terminally going to be done, don't pull a senseless yellow.
Right.
Coaster off the back and get out of the line of sight. So
But yeah, I thought that was pretty good. He came, so I get good feedback there because, like he said, hasn't been in the races for 20 years.
yeah.
Thought the car count was pretty crazy. Ask him his favorite class. See, this is why I like new people.
He didn't. Jared goes, didn't like that at Nodak guy sat after they spun to get the yellow to come out, and
Yeah.
we waited for it or whatever. Who's your favorite what
John the
favorite
Yellow.
driver, favorite
No,
class?
favorite class.
Slingshots.
Yeah,
They weren't bad. They weren't bad.
guy hasn't went to the races for 20 years.
Yeah.
We listen to the old people that go every weekend.
Yeah.
Need mods, need mods. His
Yeah.
favorite class is slingshots. That put on damn good racing.
Oh, all weekend put on good racing.
all month.
Right.
Cecil Hooker checking in.
Cecil ain't got much on corn, but we'll get to it. I got a new update on my corn problem. Yeah.
Corn problem.
Corn problem. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just a little fair warning.
Turn south.
I thought I had a deer problem. No. I got a squirrel problem.
Brad King's over there.
Yeah. So we'll get there later,
I
but
thought squirrels chase nuts.
yeah. Well, no, they hop over chain link fences and get corn cobs. Yeah, I thought I didn't know how to grow corn, and here I've been getting stealing. I got thievery going on. So
Corey Palm checking in. Nodak did a fantastic job all year for the non-wing guys.
yeah. I like the green, Corey. You know that.
Yeah, well, you guys were at Motor Magic. I was
Yeah.
over in Devil's Lake for the non-wing nationals. Good
Yeah.
turnout by Miles and the crew over there. 30 some non-wing sprint cars over there.
Good
Yeah.
deal. That's a pretty good car count.
That's a big weekend for them.
Yeah, that's a good series. I like that. And Miles does a great job of posting what's cooking there too, so I like that. But they've managed to keep that from getting, as Scott Fuchs would call it, wrench creep, meaning expensive. So good on you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got Friday night at Motor Magic and then missed Saturday, Sunday.
Miss Saturday, Sunday, return of Larry McFall Sunday night.
Yeah. Yeah, Sunday night.
The legend
Larry,
came back.
we had Larry.
The old band was back in the
Yeah.
in the booth.
Larry, Lindsay, and Nick. all up there.
And you had Lindsay
Yeah.
all weekend. We had Lindsay
Yep.
on the 25th. It was Lindsay and I
Yeah.
on the 25th, the two of us
Yeah,
announcing because
yeah.
Nick wasn't there.
Right.
And then myself, Lindsay, and Riley on the
on Friday.
And then Nick, Lindsay, and
and-
Riley.
Yeah.
And then Nick, Lindsay, and
Larry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Betty down there taking pictures.
And
it was
Betty
like,
taking photos. It was
Yeah.
like 2010 all over again.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
I got to race Friday, Saturday. I gave it up and just drove water truck and did my thing on Sunday.
Sunday.
I was burnt out.
Well,
I think that Friday I was about ready to just quit racing.
that's the plan with 3 days of Motor Magic. We
Right.
use you up.
Oh, yeah.
So you can make it
I
through
think all
winter.
the mod drivers appreciated you getting back into a water truck.
I didn't even touch anybody.
I was
Well,
gonna
I'm just
say.
saying.
I was just gonna say. Did you run over somebody? I didn't remember.
Didn't even get close. I was in no
There
man's
was a
land.
time you just took it for granted.
The
Who?
The only thing I hit was the guardrail. And I
Oh.
bounced off it with my bumper. Kept going Friday night. That's how close I was.
Nothing lost. I mean, that was good. Just a little boink.
Yeah. Pushed me right back.
Don't get so close.
Yeah.
Stay back.
Right. 'Cause,
I will.
yeah, I'm the guy that has to fix that. Don't hit that again.
Right. You got a whole different idea of what that guardrail is.
Oh, yeah.
If I knock that pole off, I got to fix it.
Right.
Stay away.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Jesse Long checking in.
Uh-huh.
Brian Schleck, Larry McFall's fault. So many cautions. I don't know. Just blaming the announcer.
Yeah.
You say, was Larry driving?
Just blaming the announcer.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty good weekend. Had the band.
Hey.
And they started playing
I
after
didn't re-
Stephen Pfeiffer won his heat race.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, did they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why they
That-
came.
That's
Yeah.
what. Hey, that's
Yeah.
what Snapchat told
Yeah.
me.
Where are you in the Snapchat world?
I had to turn it off because it doesn't stop dinging, and I forget to check back in. So, any rate, a young band, they're playing a little hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They smoked off Barracuda pretty dang good, I'll say. I had to run home for something when I came back. They only did like 5 songs.
That was on Friday. They did
Yeah.
a test run. So
Oh.
they weren't going to play at all on Friday.
Oh,
And then they said, well, we want to test it out. I said, okay, go for it. And then Saturday.
I'm looking at this. This looks like high school kids, and they start.
They are.
It's the start of Barracuda. I'm like, really? Well, yeah, not too bad.
Right.
I'll give them a salute.
You're right.
I'll be right back. And they weren't there very long.
And then Saturday, they tried to. I
Oh.
just went over. I'm like, just play. We're going to be
Yeah.
racing a while. So we had the band going while the races
Had
were
the
going.
trailer all set up.
Yeah.
They were all. I thought everything was looking right.
They brought their own people. I thought it was good. I don't know,
Yeah,
whatever.
I did too.
Something.
Heck yeah.
Something different.
Some 80s music. I was
Right.
digging it. Right on.
I mean,
I
obviously
didn't
got
get enough of it. But
Obviously, got Pfeiffer all pumped. He's banging his roof when he's getting out after the heat race because the band's playing and he's winning.
When I seen that Snapchat,
Yeah.
it was
Dang.
hilarious.
Yeah.
oh, I'll have to go find it. But
That was probably the
I can
highlight
figure
of my.
I can figure it out with that much information. That's cool.
Sean Green checking in. Good paved job at the parking lot over in Stanley Cashwise. He was
Oh,
over there
that's
paving.
where
I
they're
gave
at.
him a howdy
No.
as he was
Yeah,
paving.
they
over
did
there.
our bike path this summer, too.
Oh.
He was in there running the machine, and if I could have got his attention, I was going to tell him, hey, you run that Bobcat better than you drive a race car, just because I like to give people shit.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, the jabs never end.
Nope. Nope.
Ah. Oh, dang.
But it's a lot better. They've had cones, I think, set up in the parking lot over there at Cashwise for 2 years. They finally got Sean Green in there to fix it.
Well, thank
Oh,
you,
they
Sean.
had some holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get the place tidied up a little here.
Right.
Winter ain't far away. Good job. No, great,
So-
great on Motor Magic. I thought it was cool. 7 o'clock is cool.
Yeah. I think that was a home run.
Monday is still a holiday for everyone, both sides of the border. So that's still a traveling day if that's what you want to do.
I'm not going to complain. I mean, 150 cars. We were
Yeah.
done in 4 hours on Sunday night.
Like I say, things
That-
got off a little late on Saturday for all the right
Saturday,
reasons. But with the car count, which is virtually the same within 3 cars, and I thought the show was completely efficient.
Yep. So,
I'm going to stand on this. It doesn't matter when you start, you always end at the same time. So get out of the sunlight.
Yep.
I think
Go to the late movie.
I think Sunday would have been a little bit quicker too. The sport mods and hobbies, they struggled. They had a lot of cautions. Those 2 features, about an
Yeah.
hour.
Hey, the modifieds were 45 minutes.
So they weren't far behind either.
because we had one run out of fuel.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
have some fuel issues there. That's true. But nonetheless, it's
Oh,
that
yeah.
time
How
of the year.
about that? They started 3 wide.
3 wide, 33 cars.
Yeah, they were bitching about that, and I said, "Well, if I don't get to go to Boone, you guys got to give me a little Boone here."
We're bringing
so.
Boone here. I
Yeah.
thought, again, nice touch. Nice touch.
And they did a good job.
Everybody made it through the first corner, and after that, it's all
Not
the same.
only once, twice
yeah,
they
had
had
two
to do it.
starts. Had 2 starts, right?
Right. So,
Right.
We were just finishing up
It's-
in Devil's Lake when
It's
they
easier
were going
than
green.
it sounds.
yeah.
When you were going green, I was just getting in the vehicle to start heading back, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
That was cool to see.
I thought it
I
was.
thought that was a nice touch, too. Heck yeah. We didn't go to Boone, but we brought a little Boone to us.
right.
Good on you.
And I
like
thought,
that.
and that feature was, it was pretty wild. I mean,
It
Quentin
was.
Kinsley ended up winning it, but
Yeah. Even when he was leading, you weren't betting on it because the world wasn't done racing yet.
right.
But he got it done, and he's got results in Mandan, so he's the real deal. Plus,
The
he's a
Mandan
third green,
guys-
so I'm digging that.
The
They came to
Mandan,
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
They were
did.
the ones that were fast.
You know, they, in their own words, it's not our typical surface, but
Yeah, they don't-
nonetheless, they
They
are
don't like the
strong.
Nodak, but man, they sure came
No.
up here and took some money.
Yeah, no, Quentin looked good. Like I say, he's a
Hopefully.
third green. I like that.
Hopefully, we see some of them guys up here opening night and maybe get them roped into running for a championship.
The way I did with Pfeiffer, with a
Yeah.
fantasy team.
Oh,
Yeah.
that fantasy thing's gonna be hard next year.
Oh, yeah. Who's coming?
I don't know.
You
Well, we got all winter.
got 4. What is that? 4 weeks before next race season? Because there's only 12 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
So you probably got
Well,
6 weeks.
Yeah. There's probably like 26 weeks in winter, though.
I don't think there is.
It lasts a long time. Oh,
Hey, the
dang.
car show. The car show is February 24th.
Is it in February?
Wow, that's what
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Oh, you're setting me up. No, I
Get
know,
your shit done.
Yeah, I know my shortcomings. Yeah, I am. Things are.
For Jordan, it's February
Yeah.
24th.
When
For
you-
everybody
Hey,
else,
when you
Yeah.
text me the car's done, I'll let you know the for sure date.
Well, Jedley wants it letter ready by the 1st of February, and I do too. So. Right. Well, as we speak, the car isn't wrecked or blowed up, so it wouldn't take much to make it into a mall car. As
And-
we speak,
And
the
you,
weekend hasn't ended yet.
yeah, what,
Your
you-
brother and our friend Adam, we got the chisel and hammer out on me here. So
you thought you were done for the year, but
I thought it was done the first night in Williston, but then I wasn't. So, but then I thought it was done at the second night of Williston, and Brock and Adam,
just don't leave you
they
alone.
talked you into going without a car. They're trying to get me to go with a car.
Now
just,
you're going too.
just pick your
I'm
trip.
just going to hang out. I
Yeah,
had Brock.
yeah.
Hey,
I'm not going.
load
Wait,
the,
maybe I am.
yeah, I might as well go too then.
See, that's why I asked you if you're going to the Stampede when you walked in.
I've had Brock working on me, Adam working on me, and Travis Hagen working on me, and I finally
Yeah.
just gave in and said,
I haven't gotten Mike and Travis yet, but it's only Thursday tomorrow. I might be in trouble.
I'm going to send Mike a message. Work on
I told
Jordan.
Tina.
Work on Jordan.
Adam and Brock are working on me to go to Stampede. She goes, "What days are they?" I said, "Well, Friday and Saturday." She didn't say anything. I don't know what that meant.
You better look at the calendar when you get home.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
The
to do.
silence is as deadly as anything. So,
So is Travis going
Yep.
and Mike?
Yep.
yeah.
That's what I heard.
Mike and I talked. We thought we were both done racing in Williston. What do we know?
Well, I wasn't racing Sunday in Williston either.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Here's my job.
I went
we're
home and came
skipping
back.
we're skipping over a bunch of stuff,
Sorry,
but
guys.
I'm bringing a grill and
Yeah.
and food,
So Brandon's cooking.
and I'm
Yeah.
cooking.
I asked myself, why do I have to bring a car? How about just me?
I'll bring 2 chairs
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
2 flippers for whatever we're cooking.
Yeah. Heck, I'll even bring a chair too. Maybe a high chair with a deal in front of it so we can eat.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Yeah. Oh, somewhere. I think we hit the wall a little bit.
Yeah.
The spoiler's hanging backwards.
Towed
We're
out a
through-
little.
we're
Still
through
got
mo-
air in it.
Yeah.
We're through Motor Magic now. That inevitable Boone weekend. We call it
Yeah,
the Boone
Boone.
weekend.
Yeah, Boone
Uh,
Coma.
Boone Championship weekend. Traditionally, it was Dickinson for several years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That did that Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday at Boone weekend.
Mm-hmm.
They chose not to this year.
Right. Yeah.
They chose to get off that weekend because car counts and everything was
it's
terrible last year.
Yeah, was that the deal? Is that they're concerned about the boon count also?
Yes.
Losing
Yeah.
some local cars.
Yep.
Well, it's the Richie Jordan
Well-
deal, and they want to make sure that's right.
Yep.
I get it. So, so the powers that be.
So
they,
then,
they pushed it to the Friday night the
Yeah.
following week. So all we had was Botno Saturday,
Yep.
Sunday, and
Mm-hmm.
I went up there with Darn TV and took that in, and Corey Hawksprung made his official announcing debut on Darn TV, which he did a pretty good job.
Oh,
yep.
yeah, Corey's been on the microphone now and then over the decades, and he's got an interesting angle on stuff. So
He was multitasking up there. He was not only the announcer, but he was
He likes to talk.
there you go. Right, he likes to talk, and like I say, he's got.
I think that's what you have to be. You have to have that to be an announcer, right?
He's got decades of history in the bags there. So,
Madman's listening
Oh,
with Tyler
Mike's
in the
like-
garage.
Yeah.
So he's going to start poking at you.
yeah. Well, see, yeah. Well, Adam.
Don't
and
send him a Snapchat.
Adam
That's
and-
snail
Adam
mail
and Brock-
there.
Adam and Brock got me right down to bleeding on the floor here, so there ain't much left.
Couple of little
But,
kicks and you're going, huh?
Yeah, well, again, I haven't unloaded from last weekend yet.
See, you're ready.
Well, no, I got to get in Brock's trailer or
Oh.
Adam's trailer. I don't know. It's only Wednesday night. Well, we're running out of daylight, so.
Yeah, but it's still early. It's only 8.
Oh, yeah. See, Mikey's all ready to go. I know.
Cole Hanshoe says he's going with a special pilot in the 82.
Yeah.
He'll be hanging out with Brandon. With me.
Yeah.
I think Brandon's me.
Yeah. Cole's playing the car owner.
Chris Grinstead said he'll pick up the 67 on the way through.
There, you got 3 trailers to go
Well,
in.
he's going to have 2 hobbies in his, isn't he?
There's no hobby stocks down
Oh,
there.
isn't
so what
there?
is-
Yeah.
what is
Oh, I thought there was hobby stocks down there.
what is
No.
there's no IMCA hobbies.
So they're just going to
Oh.
watch.
Must be going to watch. I don't know. Or maybe they're not going, but they will go if they haul you there.
As I'm saying to Mike, I'm bleeding on the floor. There's nothing left.
You're really getting kicked now.
Right. So they asked me, when's the last time you were at the Stampede? I think it
Uh-oh.
was. I think it was in the
Uh-oh.
last
I
millennium.
got to get you guys your monitors. so
Yeah.
you can-
See, we don't know what we're looking at.
Adam Goff says no excuses.
I know. I've been listening to it all day. Actually, I hid this afternoon, and here we are. So, but they asked me, when's the last time you've been to the Stampede? I'm thinking like 97, 98.
Holy!
The other millennium. The
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah, I was 7.
Well, see.
It's time to go again.
Now, I was there on the tour in like 16, but I haven't been to the Stampede, at least with a car, for 25 plus years. Yeah. So, well, again, I know what the presentation is, but
Do you have to change
I did
gears?
I did. Well, yeah, I can. Well, Ryan can do that, as Adam says. Again, I'm on the floor bleeding. There ain't much left.
Oh, Chris said he's only going if he hauls you down.
Oh.
Well, we don't want to overdo the truck and trailer deal because we all got to fit. Now we got Tyler going down on Thursday to get to save the spot.
Trav's supposed to go down
or
and get there
Travis's,
early.
Travis's. Okay, yeah. And lasso the parking spots. So
We
That
gotta-
parking there is always
Well, we're
something.
we're gonna try to set it up. I don't know how. I gotta somehow get out of work
I mean,
Friday
either
or
the
something
Brock
and
or
go down
Adam
there
deal.
too. But I'm trying to set it up to where it's kind of like what we had in Arizona when I had the trailer there and we had the projector on
So
the side of
you-
the trailer.
Oh. So we
That's
got
the
it live
plan.
on the side of the trailer too.
Yeah, so we can all sit there in our chairs and we can cook some food and watch the races and
All right.
Because their format, you only race a heat
I
race
can see where I'm at
or
noon
2.
tomorrow.
right.
I think it's just a heat race, ain't it?
A heat race and then the top so many in passing points go to a qualifying main of some sort
I see.
On Friday.
on Friday.
Fast dash for the lineup.
Yep.
I see.
And then there's LCQs, last chance races
on
on
Saturday.
Saturday, and then the main events.
Don't they have? They have like 9 classes, right?
And they do that format where they run 2 heat races, 2 heat races, 2 heat races, 2 heat races.
yeah.
2
So
heat
you
races.
race twice Friday.
No.
No, they.
Yeah.
Like if there's four in
yes,
your
yeah,
class,
right.
they'll only do
So
2
yeah,
at a crack.
you could end up racing your stock car at what time do they
11
start?
o'clock
5?
at night.
Yeah, you
But
could.
the-
If you're in
but-
the second round.
Right, but Adam he could have raced at 5:30.
We did it
Right.
last year.
Right.
They said at the pit meeting it was great last year. They go at the pit meeting. It was cold. Man, it was cold. 35 degrees or 38 degrees or something. and windy and blowing, and they go, who wants to race the qualifiers tonight, or do we just want to line up as passing points tomorrow? Everybody voted just to skip the qualifiers and line up as passing points.
Do what you got to do.
Brock and I and Adam were done with our heat races. Adam was in a stock car. I was in a stock car. Brock's in a sport mod. Max is in a sport mod. We were all done by 8 o'clock.
You guys all ended up in the first.
We were in the first session.
First halves. Huh?
First half, first set of heat races. We were all done. We went to Applebee's, ate supper, and watched the races on the iPad while we ate supper at Applebee's, and got back to the hotel room, and they were still racing. Because it was cold.
Yeah. 40 degrees Saturday night. Should be on the way home. But, no.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So we did the Botno deal. Botno was a fun weekend.
Okay, so Botno, I participated Saturday night.
Yep.
They late in the game here had added stock cars and mods, and I'm going to reflect that it probably was too late because just didn't get the participation, that the event had hoped for. So, with that said, when we get into fall meetings and stuff like that, we got to get their Facebook page more energized, more on the interstate. Got to get it in the lanes here. So
sounds like there might be some. There's going to be some elections up there, and just like any board, there might be some changes. And
I mean, they're putting in the effort. They need to get the response. So
track was pretty good all weekend.
Oh man, yeah. Well, the one night I was there, I ended up second. Jason was able to win that deal, but the difference was he never let the front tire down, and I did. So, he wheelied around the whole thing. Huh.
You went up there Saturday?
Saturday.
Just went up the first day. So, side note, a little bit of trouble with the green machine. It flung a radiator blade off, and Gabe's parents were just out wandering around. No, they were combining. Any rate, they stopped in. Great help. Set me up with one of the farm hands and a farm truck, and we went back to their shop and got some solder and all that, and I soldered her right alongside the road and got it up and going. Thank you, Bo and Lucy.
On the way back?
On the way up.
Oh, on the way up.
Yeah, because I had Brandon lined up on the way back, and I thought you were on the road sooner than you were. It looked like Jenny's car going by me, but it wasn't. Again, I got to get the license plate down. So
we made an agreement.
46,
we made an agreement on Saturday night because I was going to go home Saturday, and I did go home Saturday. But if he got done, he was going to start heading, and we came up with the route that he's taking, and I'll follow.
In case there was any
issues, I could pick him up on the way by.
Any add-on here, so but.
Well, he messages me, asked if it
early,
was me
apparently.
that passed, and I said, no, we're still racing, and I took a picture. And then he messages me saying he's in Surrey, so he's home, basically.
I can smell it from there.
And I just had left the racetrack.
Stock cars went first, so but yeah, neat weekend for Botno. I mean, again, if nobody wants to do that.
It's the start of something.
Yeah.
They're starting something.
Yeah, and
everything has to start somewhere.
Again, they're putting in the effort, getting the communication and the advertising out and the understanding of what they want.
Yeah.
They had slingshots there. I mean, again, the classes are there. The participation wasn't quite there, and I don't think it was clearly understood exactly what was cooking there. That's what I think.
When is their elections?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think they're probably in the November area. Would be my guess. I think everybody's probably done with elections by Thanksgiving.
Usually.
Yeah, maybe earlier than that. So
usually.
I'm not sure where Williston's at on that. I don't know when their banquet is, but the rest of them I do know. So, yeah. So Botno happened, and then we had the fall roundup.
Yeah. Then we rolled into we had the Richard Jordan Memorial Friday night.
Let's
in
back
Dickinson.
up and touch on that.
I went to it.
Yeah.
I thought I was 24 again. Dad and I drove all the way down there race, and then we drove all the way back home because Kendra had a soccer game.
Yeah, I asked your mom.
You
if
came
she went,
all the way home?
Yeah.
And then all the way back to Williston?
Yeah.
I asked your mom that in Williston. She goes, no, Elle went with last night.
It was a struggle. And I worked on Friday.
What?
Yeah.
The 410s was the 510?
Yeah.
5.8s.
No.
You're not to 8s yet?
No, I was just getting my comp time finally built up. So I worked until, I don't know, I left at 3. And then we hit the road. Yeah, it was a long day.
Yeah.
I'm like.
It doesn't seem like it's that far away until you drive it. Holy cow.
Kind of like when you go to Boone.
Yeah. I'm excited to go.
Yeah.
How far away are we? 300 miles.
I had full
Jesus.
intentions of coming back to Minot Friday night. Then I looked at the clock as we were going and seen how late we were going to get done.
Yeah.
And I said, screw this. I texted Jenny and said, I got a hotel room. And I pulled up my app and I reserved me a hotel room and slept there. Did the whole, went to Walmart for clothes because I brought nothing with.
Is this in Dickinson or Williston?
Dickinson.
Dickinson. Okay, you drove to Williston next day.
Yeah, and then I just drove up to Williston the next day.
Yeah, if Kendra didn't have a soccer game, I would have spent the night because I'm like, I think, well, we got to 83, and I said, Dad, I said, you have to drive. I don't care how you get us.
I see
you-
4
you-
lanes, and we're in trouble.
You should be able to get us the rest of the way. I said, I got to sleep. It's like 2:33. He got us there, but
You're up for 23 hours.
But-
You're shot.
after the soccer game, I go home because I'm like, okay, Taylor and Kendra, I said, get in the pickup. We're going to leave for Williston early because I didn't unload the car or nothing.
Do you run the same gears or not? Well, it only takes 2 minutes to change.
change,
gears.
yeah. No,
Those guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those guys.
Those guys.
I go back to hop in the pickup. There's flat tires on the trailer. I'm thinking,
Oh, boy.
and we're missing the cover on the plug-in on the generator for the generator. I'm like,
Uh-oh.
did he hit something or did I? Because when I got out, I think we had all the tires air. They had air in them. So, but we made it, so I don't care. Dad said I was kind of surprised you could sleep the whole time. The way I was going from rumble strip to rumble, I said as long as you didn't hit the lake, I was going to be asleep.
I laugh because I understand.
You're right.
Oh, boy.
I don't know
Yeah.
how in the heck 10 years ago we'd drive to Iowa on a Tuesday and drive all the way back home.
No
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah. A lesser man couldn't. We're on the way.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Right.
Not very bright. Full of energy, apparently. Yeah, so Dickinson Richie Jordan deal.
Pretty good car count.
2465 to win the stock cars.
Yeah.
That's not like I wasn't able to go back and see your show, see your video there, Brandon. But I got a little play-by-play from Adam, and Adam ended up runner-up. Jeremy ended up winning it. Englehart there,
Yeah.
and so good on him. But Adam said just missed it a little bit there, type of deal. But looked like there was some carnage involved and stuff and whatnot there. But nonetheless, the celebration of Richie looked like that went off right and real.
Yeah.
Again, you never know what the car count's going to be at this time of the year.
Right.
We reflect on that. Sometimes the price of them and even the scheduling of them is sometimes tough.
They had
so-
19 mods down there, so I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
I had
so-
more mods than stock cars. I had 15 stock cars I'd seen.
Right.
But nonetheless, it looked like the racing must have been competitive, and really, that's probably what we're selling at the end of the day.
Right.
I mean, 25 uncompetitive cars probably isn't as good as 10 competitive cars, maybe.
Right, for sure.
Yep.
So,
And
that'll be
racing's
wintertime talk, but
racing's kind of in a tough spot. I mean, everything's
we talk about that.
There's-
It seems expensive. It's got to be expensive to someone.
right.
Yeah.
Actually, I pulled up the wrong video. I was going to
But-
pull up that stock car deal.
Oh.
So then Saturday we rolled into Williston and
Yep, fall roundup.
fall
The
roundup.
annual fall roundup.
We'll
They
just
run
go
it
with that.
on Saturday, Sunday. Well, if you get it, we'll pump the brakes and drag
Yeah,
her
we
around.
can't talk till 11. I got 2 more days of work now.
Oh,
Hmm.
God. I'm ready to go home at any time you guys want to go home. So
Oh, 808? Left or right? Both directions.
Can't screw that up. Yeah, so then
Oh.
I just
Oh,
pulled
yeah.
up the stock car features
Yeah.
because this
yeah, I
feature
missed it.
was-
Yeah, I heard people talking about it.
Yeah.
You were in staging, I'm
Jesus.
guessing.
Well, yeah. I mean, I missed the staging for the heat race, so I made it to the feature one.
Yeah, you had trouble.
Knowing how this ends, it
Jeez.
don't look right now.
Oh no, there's a green 67 that ain't even in the game right
Yeah,
now.
what are you
Yeah.
doing? Racing for last back there, or waiting for
Yeah.
arrows, or
God, I don't know. Where am I?
yeah? You're kind of like me the first night of Motor Magic. What am I doing out here? Next thing you know, you start passing people. I know what I'm doing.
Anybody got a map?
Yeah,
I need Dora the Explorer.
yeah, yeah.
I need the map guy in her backpack.
This started
So-
out looked like Mike
Yeah.
Hagan maybe was going to ride this cushion to a victory here.
I thought he was, so
How about this?
and I
Wilson's
was in it.
racetrack. This was
pretty racy.
Saturday night. Was pretty fun.
Yeah, not dusty. Good on the track, guys. again, as track prep guys and or the conversation in the room is we always want to offer 2 lanes.
Right.
So we
This
get
had
clean,
3.
good racing. It did.
Oh, for us,
Well,
you just
I
didn't
thought
know.
it had 2, but I later learned it had 3. The middle was alive and well too in a stock car.
Yep.
And that a stock car track is hard to build because it's different than a modified track.
I'm
got
thinking you
everybody
need a
races on.
caution here.
That's
Or
apparently that's
sometime.
Is this your
Again,
first time watching it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been
Well,
busy. I haven't got.
I watched it and I was wondering what I was doing, and I know how it ends. I'm like, dude, you ain't even in the right zip code here. So you got to get her cooking here.
Yeah, but at this
and the
time,
normal players are doing well. The normal Williston, I mean, Mike, Troy, and Joe. Dalton, I understood, had some car trouble from Farley yet, so he concentrated on the mod. So, again, the normal players are up there. Kyle come down to play. Kyle's right in the middle of it.
You're for sure thinking you're not racing Sunday the way this is going.
Well, I'd announced it all night long. I'm just here for one night because I got to bring Dad home. And I'm like, well, why would I come back?
Right.
So, well, see, you got to set yourself up for low expectations.
I'm starting to learn that.
And I mean lower than
Right.
you even thought was low, because all day long you guys listen to me. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
heading home, man. It's been fun, but this is it for me. So we just got our yellow because Mike getting up there in age.
oh boy, I hope you're still listening
And
in the shop.
well, no, I teased him a little bit. I said, Mike, we have Jared all moments.
Was
here.
he
This
coming in
sucks.
for auction?
Well, no. No. He was doing good, but this is a mistake that will happen in age. I'm setting you guys up,
Okay.
Mike. I'm not beating you up. I'm sharing my full understanding. Mike has 2 cars. Both cars don't do well with 4-inch offset wheels. Just one does. Just one does.
Oh, yeah.
This one isn't the one that does well with it. So in the hustle and bustle and the quickness of racing, he puts a 4 on and the thing rubs on the frame and loses the air.
I can't even tease him. Chase and I did the same thing.
See?
The car
So
goes fast, not long.
Mike won't be 60 till next month, so I'm giving him the gap.
Right.
But it's inevitable. These happen. You know better,
Right.
but you don't know better.
You can't do that. We
Yeah.
did. Hey, we
So-
didn't know any better. We did it.
Yeah.
We got
Well,
the same result.
Yeah. So
What
Mike said,
do you mean? Oh, he did make 7 laps. That's about what Chase was probably around the 5 lap, 5, 7.
Mike said I had to throw a 3 on. I'm just too free. I get it. So, yeah. I'm not beating Mike up. I'm just representing the class of 6.
Bobby Tripp over there provides this drone.
Yeah. That
He
is
is
pretty
legit.
impressive. Look at that, sucking right down in there.
That's definitely not a county job. All them guys are working. There
Hey,
should only be one working.
I'm just eating popcorn.
When you hold the light, is it
shoot.
considered work?
Yeah. You got to have a light guy.
As long as you're on the lug nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you're on the project.
Right.
So
Jordan Durwood making a return.
Oh,
Jordan
yeah.
Jordan was able to race with us, and yeah.
So just like that, you're right there.
Well, it looks like it, but I don't know that it feels like it yet. Hanging out on the bottom.
That wasn't a very good start. What are you doing?
Well, it doesn't look so bad coming out of 2. Well, I'm not keeping up, so
But there you go. It just took you a little bit.
yeah,
You gotta
me,
you gotta wind her up,
Hey,
huh?
to me, your better corner was down here.
yeah.
Turn 4 was your
Well,
better corner.
And as we share on the show, and you and I touched after the show, the complete 180.
180.
Yeah, don't give up on that tire because you still got to be there on that tire.
Right.
And you
So-
and you
now,
watch.
Actually, I catch it from Troy. I give Troy credit because he goes, oh, that was close. Where's your transponder? I said, where it belongs, on the firewall. and I said, Troy, you got there on the bottom. I said, you showed me it. I said, and then you gave up on it. He
Right.
goes, I did. I go, well,
Yeah,
that's
but
my
he
answer.
wasn't
He's not-
wrapping it.
yeah,
You're
look at-
wrapping it all
Yeah.
the
You're
way.
hitting the sticky
See?
stuff that nobody runs on.
And almost that tire.
Yep.
Because I flinched.
Right.
So, like
it-
every lap.
Because it's a tie rod and a lot
Yeah.
of things.
Even on the right side, because
Right.
I've done it before.
Yeah.
Like, it cleans out the left and half of the right. You're like, why to beat up the right? It just does.
I've done it so good. It's bent the frame horns like this. That is way too close.
Dang.
It's so far around on turn 4.
Yeah.
People are going to watch this now, and they're actually maybe going to learn as we
Well,
talk about this for next
yeah.
year. Turn 4 at Williston is so far away from the bottom.
Well,
here.
look at where Joe
Yeah.
goes. Joe
Yeah.
starts to. He goes.
Well,
away.
yeah. And Joe and I were able to talk too, and I said, God, I know you saw me a couple times. I thought for sure you're going to go down there and
That's kinda-
fill it up. And he said, I did see you. He said, I just couldn't stay down there. I'm like,
And that's where he
From
usually,
Joe.
yeah,
From Joe.
that's his line.
Yeah.
So
See,
what do
right
you,
now,
what do
Adam's
you
pointing the wrong way,
thinking?
and I'm
Yeah.
looking at Adam going, Adam, I didn't need that yellow. I haven't told him that yet, but
Well, you just did.
yeah,
Hey, no excuses.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
right.
yeah.
He shouldn't have never spun out.
Again,
you don't want to
I'm
hear
thinking
his
this is my
excuses.
last night of racing
Yeah.
this year. Again, keep the bar way down there. So
So what are you thinking here?
stay on the bottom.
Are you-
again, Troy got there on the bottom, so I'm like, I'm going to stay there. And then Joe was kind of skating up a
How
little
come?
bit.
How come what?
So who was in second there?
Jordan was.
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
I
so-
got choice, and then
Yeah,
and Troy's
so
on the
you-
outside of
You
me.
weren't
so.
giving that up.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't been up there yet. I didn't get up off the bottom until Sunday.
We can almost do it. No, we can't do Telestrator. I was going to say maybe my mouse would show up, but can't do
Yeah.
Telestrator. I'm just bringing this in basically hodgepodgey, but
kind of giving me the video moment here. So
Well, somebody at the
Yeah.
table won.
Shane Nearing checking in. Shane,
hey,
we're,
Shane, hey,
we're thinking of you over
we
there.
are,
Yeah.
dude.
If we can entertain you for a few hours, it's worth it.
It is worth it, and he's making up some product. Let's get on that, everybody. We've
Yeah.
got some
This-
Shane doing up some hoodies, some shirts, some stickers. Shane, we're going to get involved
Oh
in that.
boy,
So
he gets pretty 4 wide back.
yeah, got a little rough and tough back there. So, but
See, here's where Joe, he goes down there, but he doesn't go
and he
down all the
skated
way.
off a little
Yeah.
bit.
And
That-
it was,
that was our
dry right
conversation,
there.
and
You had to be.
yeah, you had to not get on the gas is what my answer. I don't think I ever got to the halfway point till after the checkered. Just easing it around there, trying to not get too excited. As Kyle says, I was waiting for you to leave the bottom. I said it wasn't going to happen. He goes, apparently. So, but
Well, you got some followers now down
yeah. See, Joe has seen me now. I'm like, it's over.
there. Yeah.
I didn't get it done.
You're
And I
gonna.
got one
yeah.
last little chance here.
But see,
But
he skates
he
up.
skates
and
up
you,
a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I know he sees me. I'm like, I'm dead. You got to get her done right now.
There's that tire.
Yeah, we're not touching. We're just close.
Then
And-
Troy
and-
Heupel.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's like, come on, you guys, just keep.
so I know I got Joe on the right side of me. He has to go up and find the traction now. He sweeps Troy up. That's cool. So, yeah, but I am not leaving the bottom. Yeah. How many laps we got left?
4, it says. Yeah.
Jesus, it's an
Fit prior.
eternity.
I was gonna say probably feels like 50.
Does it seem like laps go really fast, though, in
There?
Williston?
Well,
Well, look at how big the track is.
yeah,
And
it's-
you move.
and
You
it's, and,
haul.
and it's not down on the tires. I got a 633 in it, and it felt like I should have been on a half-mile racetrack. I don't think I turned 6,500. So, oh boy, yeah. But
You didn't have this in the bag by no
no,
means.
actually, in the white flag lap, it was actually backwards. But coming out of 4, I could see the corner of Troy's car. I'm like, I wonder where I am with that. I mean, you can't turn your head or you hit the tires. So, or I thought I was. So I didn't turn my head, but I got a good shot in there.
I mean, look
on
at
the-
this.
I think we're coming to the white flag there.
19,000s.
Yeah.
19 thousandths on the 2 to go. 30
So
thousandths.
I thought I cut a pretty good
It
corner
won't
there. Now he
let
puts
it.
a whole length on me. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh no. Then I charge her in here pretty good. God, I thought I braked it pretty good.
Oh,
and
got
I
her bouncing.
And Troy said I wiggled it a little coming off, and there it is.
Wow.
A fender.
Yeah, 63 thousandths. There was
That
there
was
was not
less
in
than
the
a tenth.
last 5 laps. It was never more than a tenth.
Yeah. Don't forget what you're doing.
Yeah, were you lost here?
Kinda. I don't think I have won a race. I know for 2 years, and it might be 3.
In Williston.
Yeah. I just
Really?
couldn't yeah. It's been so long that I think I was only over at the other victory circle once. I forgot it was back over here.
That's the last time I won was over there.
Over on the infield.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
thought I'd bring
Nice.
that.
It's cool that Shane checked in.
I was just thought
Thinking of
he
you
just
guys.
said,
That's
"Hell
good.
yeah, guys! Thanks for the shout out." He was yelling, "Come on, Jordan!"
Mike had him on the phone the next day, and we were able to catch. Or I'm sorry, later on that night, and we were able to catch up. And got to get you through it, Shane. Gotta
I
get you through
queued
it.
that one up instead of the Richard Jordan one. I just thought we were going to go here. I thought it'd be fun
Eventually.
to watch that. So
Yeah, that was good.
Well, as we know, you never know when the last one is, and right now it's that one. So,
At least you're going into winter.
Little side note, I won my Nodak one on my mom's birthday. And I won the
Yeah.
Williston one on my brother's birthday.
Wow.
And nobody
Beautiful.
else has birthdays in the summer, so things are not looking good for the future. But, well,
Well,
Yeah.
when's Dad's birthday?
Tuesday, this next Tuesday.
Oh, there's
So,
nowhere to race on
during
Tuesday.
the week, but yeah,
Oh, we could probably find somewhere.
yeah. Well,
But if
Look
we're
on my
going, we
race
better
pass.
get the
Yeah.
green machine fired up and
we
going.
we got a part-time host, Craig Heupel, checking in.
Hey.
Congrats, Jorn. Beautiful run. Brandon saw it coming laps before anyone.
yeah.
If you go back and listen to the call, you
yeah,
were
you
were-
did the roll in the bottom, guy.
Yeah, he was in about 5th or 6th, and I watched him rolling. And I go, there's speed there. He's coming.
But you can't drift out. You got to stay in
Right.
the hot sauce lane.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to wrap it
Right
all
and
the way
tight.
around.
Hot sauce checked in. He said, "Nice job." I said, "I was in the hot sauce lane." He said, "Hell yeah, buddy." So coach was on it. I think I did good in the basketball coach's eyes there. I was happy about that. Yeah.
That's
Again,
how
at my age, you're capable of forgetting what you're doing, and I didn't. I was
Well,
good with that.
I forgot what I was doing because I was running that same deal. Because if you hit it just right, there was still some sticky stuff, and it just
Because
launched you.
nobody would touch it but you
Right.
because nobody was dumb enough to stay off the gas that long
Right.
to hit it.
That was the biggest thing. You couldn't be on the gas
At all. That's what I said. I never was half throttle.
And that's like hard in a mod because if you're
Because it pushes and
Right.
it doesn't get up
Oh,
on the
yeah,
links.
right.
And,
then that last restart, because I started 25th, I was all the way up to 9th. The last restart, I missed it. And then I
Yeah.
fell back to 14th.
Oh boy, that's just it. It's that narrow of a line.
But if you hit it, you can look like a hero.
Yeah, it's inspirational when you
Right.
hit it.
And it goes that fast.
Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, it's a snail's pace to going forward with it, but it's it's an over the cliff pace
Right.
when you slip on it. So, yeah.
So then that was
That was Saturday.
That was Saturday.
Uh,
I'm going to go back to the Richard Jordan deal. You guys
Okay.
haven't even
Yeah,
watched that. That was
I
the
haven't. So
final feature.
we're a little out of order here, but the producers
Yeah.
loading and unloading here. Got a shell stuck in the barrel, if you know what I mean.
you didn't even do the rundown
What do you mean?
or the SIBO.
oh, Sebo Motorsports Rundown.
See, this is what happens.
Specializing in high-performance parts and chassis repair. Call Ryan at 701-720-3889. I have it on the screen so that way.
Yeah.
It reminds us
Well,
halfway through the show.
Eventually. Yeah. It's kind of like
This
that
is why
thin
we-
strip down by the tires.
This is why we never get paid. He doesn't read the
the
people that
future's
pay
not
us.
bright. The performance ain't there.
Yeah.
So I don't know how busy Ryan is, but I want to touch base on Tucker. Remember Ryan a while back said, Tucker's been running around on one cylinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got him tuned up. Well, Tucker's been back in the race. I'm excited to see that because Tucker's
He
got the
had
gas
a-
pedal of the rest
He had
of
a
them
good
now.
motor magic.
Yeah.
He led some
He led some
races.
laps, and
Well, I think
he's
was
in
it
the thick of things.
Saturday or is it Sunday where he almost won?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Wasn't it?
I think he led the white flag.
Yeah.
A little jostling there on the end, but
And nobody can make fun of us because that was a month ago.
right. They might not
Or-
remember either.
right.
But
Right.
Oh, Holly remembers. She
Oh,
just said, "Yeah, buddy."
yeah, see, that's how I'm on that.
Right.
Yeah, the Tuckster was in the game.
All right.
That's good to see. So, yeah. Has anybody checked in with Ryan? Is the garage full? I mean,
I was just there, but we didn't talk long. He was weed whacking, so.
yeah. Well, he's getting ready for winter then.
Right.
Yeah. It's the last weed whack mow time.
Right.
Yeah. It's on my list too.
No,
just
I
haven't
did it
done
before I came. I mowed. I
It's
mowed.
raining out. I got to give it another week. It's going to grow again.
Yeah, what's with the rain?
It is. Yeah, it has rained quite a bit this week, huh?
Yeah.
Did you find the Richie Jordan?
Yeah, I'm getting through all the. I don't know what we had. We had some pace lap stuff.
Commercial
and-
breaks?
The last 5.
Huh. Yeah, so again, just kind of talking the energy of the game here and all that. I think last year we talked last winter on how many people are getting on things and getting it going. I'm feeling that same energy. I think people are ready to get working on race cars, getting the pull down, tear them down, get the bent stuff, get the orderings going. Oh,
what-
here we go.
Okay.
Ah,
I missed this too because I was already headed home.
ah,
It got cold.
It got cold in a hurry.
ah.
I showed up with shorts on.
That was
Bad mistake.
yeah, bad business decision.
Jeremy's leading it. Adam just gets underneath him.
Yeah,
there.
they
He
started.
pushed.
They started front row. Jeremy drove it in, slid up. Adam jumps in the lead, and I'm
Benstock and Hagen are right
Benstock,
there.
yeah.
1,
Mike
2, 3.
has
Oh,
his-
and he has the other car
he has
there.
his B&B here.
Okay.
I didn't even know he was there. Well, we parked down down there, so.
Did you go down in the grass or what?
Yeah.
Mike's working a higher entry in. Yeah. Marlin's down.
A wide racetrack again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Brad has that thing figured out.
see- Yeah.
I don't.
Same.
That place is not. I don't know. It's smooth and I mean it's racy for the guys that
know what they're doing?
Yeah, but
You got to be free on entry, and that's what I found. I'm usually too tight on entry, and then I'm hanging on.
right.
So,
The camera guy in this operation sucks.
was he the producer and the announcer too, or
Not the
not
announcer.
the announcer?
I was just I was everything. I was the one-man band down there, but
Were you the receiver guy?
nope.
No. You've played 5 instruments at once before, so.
No, just camera guy here.
And freezing.
This point of the night, I was pretty chilly. I had gloves on.
30-lap race this was. I remember Adam said that I had a good first 20-somethings. So,
And here he's kind of starting to stretch it out a little bit. It's kind of
Adam had a good run down in Boone, or a good Boone
Yep.
week.
yeah, had
So
a heat race win, got some A-main qualifiers.
he's on his third car of the year, I think.
well, I'm thinking he's liking this car the best.
Yeah.
See, when he
For
gets
those that might not know, that's Brock's car, and then Brock's driving his modified.
yeah, they kind of did
The
a
little flippy-floppy in the month of September
switcheroo
here.
just
So.
to
And Brock didn't look too bad in that modified.
Yeah, back to Motor Magic. Brock was getting around like he'd done it before.
So with those guys getting going, they probably thinking race season should probably last another month.
Yeah.
well, it sounds. If you talk to them two yahoos, it does sound like it might go another
They
month.
should have just talked to Jordan. And I. We would have had this figured out in May. Jeez.
Yeah. I know. Secrets.
You're right. We would have told them, just do this, and you guys be all right.
Here's what I noticed: Marlon Seidler's car is so far on the right front.
Yeah, it is leaned over for sure.
See, and I think Mike Hagan, he said he was struggling with this car. Doesn't have
oh,
any
yeah,
attitude.
look at that.
Yeah.
But
Oh, look at
Marlon-
Marlon.
It is like late model-esque over on the right front.
Yeah. Just goes over and locks in.
There's me getting my $100.
Oh,
right
there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
See, and right here, if Adam can keep that bottom line going,
Yeah. See, Marlon
Well,
went
it
down
was
there
kind
earlier.
of like
Marlon went up. He
what
kinda
Jordan did
momentum.
in
Williston.
Williston, you had to.
here's that kick that he gets
Right.
out of there. There's
Yeah, it's how you negotiate the straightaways. It's hard to feel like you're momentuming when you're not on the gas.
This is Dickinson, Richard Jordan. We're halfway through or close to it. The lap board is kind of.
So
Adam's getting a sighting.
There he goes again.
We run quite a few laps before we see a caution, but we do see a caution here.
Hey, look at Marlon's right front nose is damn near dragging on
Yeah,
the
that's
track.
what I was. That's what I noticed when I was down
That's
there
crazy.
that night. See, now Marlon moved up, and his throttle control has kind of changed a little bit. He's spinning his tires a hair bit, but Adam's starting to now. When you go in and turn down, that's when you get the best run out of the bottom. But
Get the off the roller coaster, as I call it. Adam's covering the bottom nicely.
see, they even out right there. That's the big thing. If you wrap it all the way around, you get to even out with that top line.
Looks like there might be a little bit of moisture on Adam's left side there. It's hard to tell Dickinson's dirt color. But
There was just a little bit down there. We were the mods race before there, or before these guys. There was a little bit down there, but it wasn't much.
Rolling right along here. I can't remember how many we did here. Did this thing go all the way to 8 to go or something? Now we're at
Well,
the board there is what? 16.
says yeah.
Well, it was at 16, and then they did 4 laps, and now it's at 15.
Well, the problem is there's lights out on it. So when you think it says
Oh.
15, it actually says 18 because there's 2 lights out.
13 and 18 are the same number. Got it.
This one here, I believe, is a 4 now as you go by. Yeah, that's a 4 because it's missing the top right horn.
Oh.
So It's kind of like a Wade or Wade take the little thing off the
Flip it
7 and
upside
flip
down.
it upside down and yeah.
I was gonna say that's looking like trouble.
That's
up there,
Gartner.
So.
He's got his brakes on.
Get the foot on the brake pedal.
Yeah. Let me speed this up here a little bit, maybe. One of the problems that they had down there this night.
Oh no!
No transponder loop.
Right.
They could not get their scoring system to work. So that's part of the issue. You're not seeing any graphics on the screen because they did not have live timing scoring for me to even pull onto the screen.
Well, I liked it because everybody thought I won my heat race because it worked then, and I actually got second. But everybody at home watching
Oh,
just my race pass, or they were at home coming football game.
Well, we got a little skating and sliding going on here. No, Jeremy there.
so now what you got to watch there, and I didn't catch it right away, but that was the first restart.
Okay.
Okay, there's
more than one.
There's more than one here.
Jeremy crosses over on Marlin here.
And Adam got a good start that time, so you just
Yeah.
wait for the next one.
Yeah, he got a
Whoa.
real good start. He put a good gap on him. Jeremy's just
Well, yeah,
tight in that area.
Whoa,
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Oh. That looked a little hot.
yeah.
Oh, Mike is real hot. Oh.
Oh boy.
Yikes. That's what they were
Oh,
talking
gee.
about in Williston. Again, this is the first I've seen this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
If Mike and Tyler are watching, but people probably don't want to rewatch this
Yeah.
again.
Right.
But,
Jeez, Brandon, don't grind it in.
Yeah.
ooh,
Oh, that's a helpless feeling when it's going around like that.
Jeez.
I'll talk for Mike. That wasn't planned. Not even kind of.
That track is tough to read. Like,
I agree.
I-
When I think it looks dry, it's so wet you can't suck your shoes off. So
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
they had a little trouble getting Kyle's car off. I know we had a little bit of a delay here.
It's on a berm, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, got a little high centered.
Well, that and the front is broke and the back is broke, so they're not sure where to drag it.
Yeah. He had shared the next day that the bar that holds your springs and your shocks on had come loose there, and he'd actually went over to Dalton and Joe's and welded it back on. Got their help, so that was nice. But
Yeah, because he made it to Williston Saturday.
yeah, he got up there early enough and got a hold of Joe and Dalton for help, and they helped and got him going, so that was nice. But yeah, he popped the trunk lid there and showed the owies, so doctor put some stitches on it. It lived to race again. So he got a little technique for straightening out his quarter panel. He says if I kick it just right, it'll look good. And he kicked it, and it looked pretty good. So he was right.
This is a different wreck.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, you went too far?
Yeah.
Okay, so you say
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. We're going back a little bit further here. Remember how I said Adam got a good start last time?
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to go all the way back. Sorry, this
Yeah.
producing I got going on here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, so lights are down. We're gonna go.
Yep.
Adam's
Adam,
leading.
I felt like Adam turned a little late. He went up too far before he turned, and he
before he
opened up that
snapped it.
bottom.
Didn't get away.
Yeah.
yeah, there.
Marlin drives it down in there. They're side by side.
No touching.
Left the lane.
I wouldn't say there was touching there. This is
See, I think the right rear of Marlin gets Adam.
Ooh. Kerthunk.
there's a question mark in that.
I didn't even see. Oh, he got Marlin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
That was not good to the right front.
I just feel like what transpired here is when they went in, Adam leaves a gap. Marlin goes in and kind of hits the dust when he slides up.
They're all still
I believe-
pointing the same
like,
right way.
The right rear of Marlin gets the left rear of Adam. Did you see? There's just that little
It
bump
knocked
in
him
there.
around there, so.
I don't know. It's a you make the call moment.
Yeah. There's some bent up stuff there.
Yeah, it tore up. Mogard's car is pretty tore up. I believe Marlin's car. I believe the question mark car.
Yeah. Yeah, Homer's in the question mark car. Okay, yeah, right. Right. I'd heard that Mogard's horns were not pointing out. They were 90'd. Well, dang, almost an eventless race turned eventful
Yeah.
Right.
at the end, huh? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Now we get everybody.
Looked like Jeremy must have had the best restart of the night then at the end. Adam's still leading.
Should be
it, so-
close to 1 to go here. When the camera guy wakes up from his nap, maybe. There we go. He woke up now.
What do we got? 3-4 laps?
I think a handful. Should be five or 6 laps to go. I'll tell you here. And
When we see the corner?
yeah. It was cold. I'm going to tell people again. It was cold.
Yeah, that's what Smallsy says too.
Here we
So,
go.
Got the
Yeah,
desert
there's-
coolness, huh?
Yep.
Jeremy's on the outside.
Well, it looks like there's more than 10 laps to go. There's a 1 still on the left side of that. So
Oh, wow.
Says 16 again.
yeah.
It's stuck on it.
And this I believe it finishes out from here, but Jeremy figures out a way to roll this middle to high side. He goes in a little higher and then he starts cutting down through the middle.
Look like he might struggle to get out of 4 there a little bit. And Jeremy looked tight earlier on. Maybe everything came together for him at the end because he's not tight right there. So.
And a month ago, Jeremy Engelhardt had everything for sale.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
100% everything for sale.
He was done.
He was done. He was frustrated with the IMCA stock car. He was frustrated all together. He was done.
He was pretty good in Wissota Street,
Wissota
right?
Street, yeah.
Yeah. He won a lot of races.
Yep.
We had him in Underwood there a little bit too. So. Yeah, still look like
Where
he's-
is he
But
actually
see, now
from?
Adam misses the bottom here.
Oh, yeah. It slides up.
Now he kind of goes into,
Gonna do the cut
yeah,
across.
do the cut across, but I don't.
nicely
He didn't
performed.
turn down enough. You got to get down where he was getting that grip coming out of the corner. But I don't have a radio to him here. And at this point in time, I thought in my head it's over because there's just no. He's kind of
Boy, Jeremy's up there plenty high, but
yeah.
It's close.
I kind of feel like I'm in Williston.
Yeah.
But right, that skate
Yeah.
right through the center
Yeah.
there. He needs to get it to turn down and cut through the
That's one
bottom.
thing on these stalkers is just that little bit like
Skate,
that.
Yep.
And a car length is a lot of real estate in a stock car.
Yeah, it's so
It's-
tough.
It's hard to make up.
Super, super tough on this slick track too. It's super slick
You
too.
really.
There was no talent in the track. Trust me.
You had to eggshell it.
Yeah.
All eggs, huh? What's that on your feet? Eggs. What's that mean? You'll figure it out.
Watch the Mighty Ducks when
I've
they
never,
learn
I
how
haven't
to pass
seen this,
the puck.
this yellow 195. Where did he
right,
come from?
Swalsey, right, to learn how to pass the puck.
You're right.
It's not a
Soft
it's not
hands, soft feet.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that yellow 195 Lightning McQueen looking thing before?
I seen it at practice day in Bismarck, but I don't know who it is
I don't know either.
because there was a red one and a yellow one. But they were at practice day in April.
Yeah.
Jeremy just got that little gap there.
Yep. Had to get Adam working here. Yeah, Jeremy put in his post that he made after this deal that he ended up taking the car over to Hibden and Fargo, and they spent 2 days going through it, and they brought it back, and now it's a race car. I guess that's what he said.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe he'll finish out the year.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they're both looking real good. Jeremy got a little bit of a gap. Adam can close it right down to nothing there, but the exit, Adam's got too much crank into the wheel there. Lets Jeremy float.
The lights at some of these tracks. See, and I don't have to deal with them a whole bunch in summertime because we race, our daylight goes so late that I don't have to deal with the lights.
Right.
But at some of these tracks here, like Dickinson has that a little bit. If you put any sort of, and I'm not saying it's dusty by any means, it is not dusty. But you put any sort of dust in the air with the lights shining down on the track, it messes with the camera.
Your focus
Oh,
it loses what it's looking at.
and I've upgraded cameras several times throughout this my lifetime of 10 years. I just completed 10 years of Darn TV.
Wow.
I couldn't believe how clear the
Boone.
yeah,
Yeah.
their whatever they got going on is damn near.
Same camera that I use.
That was clear.
We just all upgraded the cameras here a couple of years ago. Same camera I use.
Huh.
That one's actually in a fit with that yellow car right now.
It's over.
And
Checker
it's over.
flag.
Okay. Yeah. Dang. Yeah.
Well, that gets us through the a lot of racing recap and a whole bunch of recaps.
Is that like
Going by your exact wording on the left, a whole bunch of recaps.
I didn't know what to name them. What did we want to name them? We could have put one as like Monty, or I could have went down the whole list, but I figured we could just cover.
Yeah.
We're
Cover
gonna
the
hit the
full
high
thing.
spots here, guys. We're
So fear of the rear,
Fear of the rear.
making moves.
It's been a long month.
Yeah.
Can you think back?
There's plenty of them, but I'll go first. I'm gonna say Aaron putting together the Monty. I'm gonna hang with that. I like the.
That was not an easy one to win.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. And like I say, when I think Sean ended up like fourth. I mean, there was speed on that racetrack, and there was lanes on that racetrack, and again, just the Monty winning the first Estevan Championship, Aaron winning the first Monty Memorial. I like all that. So
You like all everything lined up.
yeah,
It just worked.
I like that. So that's going to be mine. I mean, it's been a great month of racing for sure, but we're forced to pick one. There will be no wrong ones. What you got, Smallsy?
I think I'm just gonna go with the car count at Motor Magic. I mean, that
There will be no wrong ones. That's impressive. Like you, I thought, they all went to Boone or too many or whatever.
But even, I mean, looking at all these other shows around the country, nobody's getting,
Right.
I mean, for having, what do we have, 6 classes of cars?
Yeah.
And 150 car? I mean,
That's over 20 a class average. That's
That's-
impressive.
My thing is slingshots. 26 of them on night one.
Right.
where'd they come from?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Williston just had 4,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so.
That might be a deal of school starting, for everybody started by
Right,
then. But
right, but I
nonetheless.
didn't even know there was 26 around.
I didn't either. Yeah. And yours wasn't there.
You're right, yeah.
So there's 27. Right. No.
And there's
good
more that-
point, Smallsy. I mean, 86 on Friday, got 70 more cars the next day.
Almost
Damn near doubled it.
That is just, to me, it's
So-
just mind-boggling.
And 86 was nothing to be ashamed of.
No, I was thinking if we
It
get,
was in line with the year before, as you
right,
shared. So
if we would have got, 14 to 24 more cars the next night, good deal. But and the other thing I noticed, like Motor Magic, we had people leave, and then we had people come.
yeah,
Yeah, it
Like,
was kind of
I
a-
just,
Yep.
people didn't stay all
I've
weekend.
even
and-
become that person in my own way. I mean, I used to, be able to do the whole thing, but again, life's got you had to go over to Devil's Lake, and that was a
Right.
great event, but we just can't be in two places at once. So even my strongholds of being able to do double headers has been challenged. So
yeah.
they do come and go.
So I'm going to go with, the car count. The racers were pretty good to deal with. We didn't have really any issues. I got to give, hats off to all the people that work at Nodak.
Volunteers, your track crew.
Yeah, I mean, nobody,
So that was
there
gonna-
was no
what- mine
bullshit.
was going to be kind of piggyback. As far as I'm concerned, from the last time we had a show until the end of Sunday night's races in Williston, hats off to making moves as every track crew, every racetrack, every
everything's
volunteer,
been pretty good
everybody,
Real conscious effort to do the best you can do.
everywhere.
Right. Yeah.
Everywhere we've went since the last time we had a show has been a quality racetrack, a quality show with quality cars,
effort put in.
A plus
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah.
That's where making moves is everybody that you want to end the year on a good note to give everybody a good taste to go into the off season.
And I feel like that's happening. I mean,
Everywhere.
in Williston this weekend,
Yeah, they've had a tough summer.
right, and I didn't feel like too many drivers were. The attitude was like, okay, well, they're working at it here,
I thought
And
the
we
vibe,
raced.
the
I
vibe
mean,
was
it was good.
the vibe was super good in Williston
Yeah.
Saturday night. I hung out in the pits until 2 a.m, and people were just like, "What is he doing here?"
Yeah, that's what I would have said.
Well,
Right.
we stayed
Yeah,
till 12:30
Good comments.
or whatever.
So all tracks wanted to be at their
Yep.
best, and they stayed on it and made it the best they could
But
with what they
even-
had.
even
the effort was real.
The
I like it
Botno
too.
thing, I believe they ended with good taste in everybody's mouth. They had a good racetrack both nights. The car
Yeah.
count wasn't there, but I believe that is something that can grow.
Yeah.
You know, it's something
Well,
that can
it'd
build
be
up
nice
and grow.
to find out like when their election is and who's running. Or,
Yep.
because I
Get
mean,
into
I've
our
kinda-
fall
Yeah.
meetings.
Right.
Find out where they're at. I want them to get their Facebook cooking, and that's just a
That's something we
constructive
need to talk
thought.
about. I'd like to have that meeting. I'd like to have one, like maybe right before the banquet or the Friday before. I think we need 2 of them
Mm-hmm.
because I get one to get rolling.
Kind of what's everybody's plans?
Yeah,
is there anything
The
different
problem
than the
you
year
run
before?
into is if the board changes.
You change a whole bunch of personnel, but
Yeah, but to me, you ain't got time for that. How often do the boards change?
if nothing else, Smallsy, maybe something right in that second week of November, and then again in the second week in December,
Right.
because
we-
your elections kind of are all done then. Kind
we-
of have that. Hey, what's up?
I think you
do
got
the Boone or
you're
the
right.
IMCA big banquet, then come back and do our scheduling in December. Kind of feel if people got a big change, is the track going to change a night or want to change a
Right.
night or
Yeah.
something big. If it's not big, it's probably going to be similar. But and then see if the personnel changes. You're going on record. You're running in. I think you're looking
Maybe.
good.
Today he is.
I think you're
Yeah.
looking good. Well, even if you have a bad day, you can't chicken out now. So you
No
announced it.
excuses.
Yeah, no excuse. Well,
I have to
depends upon what we're talking
I
about.
have to show up first,
yeah.
and then second, somebody has to nominate me.
Yeah. Well,
If that's how
Brandon
that
says,
goes.
Yeah, the booze is done by 11.
Right.
I have confidence you can get up by noon. You'll be good.
I'll probably be up by 7.
Right. Sleeping in.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Maybe it'll snow that day and I can't come.
It might. It might.
Right.
Because when we're having nice falls like this, it's going to be a light switch. Boom, 2 feet.
Right.
But when we started the doubleheader season, I kind of go all the way back to Estevan's Dirt Wars, and then it was the Gov Cup, and then
Cole County.
Cole County.
County.
It just seemed like everything was rolling. Cole County weekend, everybody ended with
Good car counts everywhere.
with a good taste in their mouth after Cole County, and it just continued on to the rest of what we're seeing now.
well, yeah,
I think
Cole-
the stress of NODAC points being done early allowed everybody to relax.
Right.
I said it.
right.
I said it. And maybe the other tracks will
It-
get her done by the end
That's
of
why
July, too.
That's what I say when people say, "Wow, I don't race for a championship." This and that. I don't give a shit. Everybody's always raced for a championship.
I say everybody wants it till you can't.
Right.
Everybody
Right.
wants it till you can't. And you should. That's what it's designed for. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, the Make It
Texas.
Moves upcoming schedule. This is pretty easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we play the commercial?
Yeah.
Texas Red?
Yeah.
Who usually drives the red one?
I screwed up on that deal. Here we are.
Oh. We're back.
Speaking of Texas Red,
Texas Red. Yeah.
bringing us the Beavers, Jeff and Justin, bringing us the upcoming schedule. They did a car swap this weekend. They were having trouble with Justin's car, so Justin got in Jeff's, and Jeff's got in Justin's just to swap it up. And Justin had the 2 best runs of his season, if not the last few seasons. 2 top 5s. He was in the top 3 or 4
Yeah.
both nights for a while.
I know he got 5th on Sunday because I got 6th and I couldn't catch him.
Yep.
Ah.
But I made over
Good
the
on
call, being the announcer, I made it on Saturday night because Justin looked really good. And I said, well, it's nice that his dad finally gave him a real race car to race instead of that junk that he was forcing him to race in the 12 car.
Right.
You know.
So so Justin's usually in the 12.
Yep, and Jeff's in the 89, and they swapped. But they're
Yeah.
identical cars per se. They're both jets. They're both.
They
I think
are.
they're a year apart of one another, but they're supposed to be pretty close to the same car.
Same product.
The red one was fast.
Yeah.
It was.
Justin,
He
after
looked
on the
good.
restarts, that's
After
for
the
sure,
races
so.
Saturday night, I was giving Jeff shit about it, and Justin was standing there, and Justin admitted and said, "You know what it is?" And I go, "What is it?" He goes, "That's the difference between him working on his car, me not working on my car. So therefore, when I get in his, I can go fast. When he gets in mine, he has to fix everything."
It's probably the honest truth.
Right. Yeah. If you don't work on them, they don't go fast.
Yeah.
That's why
As I'm telling the world, I still haven't unloaded mine yet.
Right.
You think you wanted to go again?
I just unloaded
Oh,
mine.
It might have flat tires. It might be stuck. So
Sometimes just unloading them is the work.
yeah, especially if you have a flat tire.
Right.
Because then a bracket digs
Yeah,
in. You can't
right.
get it out. Now, good on Jeff and Justin. They're having a good weekend. Again, most guys have ended their season on the Williston weekend, and if you're that guy, good for you.
No excuses.
And if you're not, well, sorry for you. So, Texas Red, we got to bang around on corn a little bit here because so I see Jeff and he goes, well, how we doing or whatever. And I said, well, I have failed you as a farmer. So he said, well, we've had some pretty good laughs or whatever. We've had some fun with it. So I'm kind of singing the blues here. I'm like, I just planted them too close together. I don't know. So I'm going to change in the spring. He's on board. We're going forward. 2025 is our year. Okay, so I'm doing all that. So then I check in with a friend of mine because we're doing some pallet racking on my dirt side of my garage. And him and the girlfriend were working on it while I was up playing race cars in Williston. We got talking then Sunday. He goes, hey, we took a break. He said, we're just sitting there kind of watching whatever. He said, and a squirrel comes running by, jumps my cool 6-foot chain link fence up one side, down the other, goes, grabs a corn cob, and comes back. So I haven't got a chance to catch up with Jeff yet. Here, I didn't think I knew how to grow corn. I have thieves. I have thieves. I got a 6-foot chain link fence. I got the deer out. Now I got the squirrels in. I got bunnies running underneath the thing. I'm in as bad shape as I've ever been. Just different players.
You don't know what to do.
Different players. Yeah. I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, yeah. Well, we watched them get 3 of them. Whoa. Yeah. So I kind of went through last week.
They
I'm like,
carry
well,
the full cob?
that's what he said. I said, they got under. He goes, no. Up, down, get, up, down to the tree. Yeah.
Wow.
They're having a corn feed
They had,
without
the,
you.
they had the corn feed I wasn't able to provide at Motor Magic because they didn't have no corn. So no, I want to do like an 8-inch banner around the bottom in race car tin to keep the bunnies out. I'm gonna have to do a reverse penitentiary and lay the barbed wire outward to keep the squirrels from climbing.
I'm thinking the dome might have to be built over the garden now.
So that's the 6-foot fence.
Yes.
In the background.
And there's the corn looking happy.
Yeah.
You're right.
This is from earlier this summer. This is
Yeah.
not recent.
and the squirrels are up here laughing at them.
Yeah. Well, that's actually the back fence. The front one
Okay.
here is where they're getting up and over,
Oh.
but it's all the same. It's that height all the way around.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, no, they went over and got a cob, and off he went. I'm like, well, how do you haul it up? I didn't, he's got to videotape it next time. But since then, I've been in the backyard. I'm like, I got a couple squirrels back here. They're my problem. If it ain't rabbits, if it ain't deer,
So how do you keep them off the fence?
well, so I'm thinking the guy needs to get a penitentiary
Yeah.
cliff hanging out there. Maybe not barbed wire, but just you can't get out. Hang.
Just go get some.
Well, then you, but
Then
you
I'm at the
also
mercy of birds.
just put a net right over the top of it.
Well, it's a 20 by 80. It's a sizable net, but yeah, I'm at the mercy of something here. Now, Tina's aunt lives out in the middle of rural Kenmare, does nothing. Beautiful corn. Deer don't eat nothing. No fence. No nothing.
And here you are.
They sign contracts up there. I got nothing. I got the local wildlife eating me alive here.
The squirrels can get you on the racetrack and in the garden.
Yeah, I got Brad King everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm golly shocky gee whizzing this with Jeff. I'm like, God, I mean, The pumpkins don't look too bad. Cucumbers are good. I mean, but the squirrels they like corn. So
Jeff Barta says he has an electric fence that he can bring for you.
well, I'm ready. We're gonna kind of like Caddyshack.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm coming at this. It's gonna get
So
real.
now, but also you got to dig the fence a little further into the ground to get the rabbits stop going in
Well,
there.
yeah,
'Cause
well,
they're
what-
going under.
Well, yeah, it's just a little terrain there, so they got a little spots they can sneak in. I was just going to dirt that up, but I thought, well, we'll get some race car tin and go around the whole thing because that would look kind of cool. Maybe not in green, but maybe. So, but
But everything else is green.
well, yeah,
so-
it would fit in. Maybe a
Right.
dark green.
Dustin Hammond says he has a pellet blaster.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Caddyshack's alive and well in my backyard. This is tougher than it sounds. You were there, Brock.
Yeah,
You,
we
Trevor.
were there.
That's where the pictures come from. No, I guess I sent you those, but you were there. So this is the garden. So I told Jeff, okay, well, he agreed with Mindy. They got to be 6 inches apart. And Mindy said, well, the rows got to be about a foot apart. I said, I'm going to do all that. I'm thinking 50 of each of my deals here. So I'm going to lay it out much better. But at any rate, words from a rookie farmer.
Squirrels.
Cecil wanted to know what was up. Cecil, that's what's up. I got no corn. The pumpkin deal, though, we're going to pull pumpkins on Sundays. You want to guess the
Oh,
pumpkin
yeah.
count.
Right. That was a competition.
Yeah, we got to guess the pumpkin count.
We didn't even get in on it.
You
No,
didn't get in on
no,
it. No,
no.
but
Well-
you will next year.
Yep.
It's not too late.
Yeah.
We
Well,
haven't.
it wouldn't be for you guys because you're not cheating and looking like the rest of us. So,
Right.
well, it would just be a
So what are the guesses? What's your guess?
in the 30s. Yeah, and we're counting mini pumpkins, so that's going to be. They're little. They're cute, but they're little. And then we got some biggies.
Did
the ones you cut
everybody
up.
guess in the 30s?
Pretty much. So everybody cheated.
Sorry.
Well, we don't. Well, we gotta wait for all the leaves to lay down because sometimes they hide.
So when do you guys have to put
Just
the
wait
numbers
until
in?
the squirrels
Well,
start
we had
taking
the
those.
numbers in about 3 weeks ago, like August 19th, like right
Oh.
around first day of school. It was like, okay, no more waiting it out here. You gotta put down a number. Being the I'm a little optimistic. I whopped in a big 40, but I've never won the thing because I'm too optimistic. I'm a dreamer.
Would you say wait till the squirrel carries a pumpkin out?
Yeah.
It's going to mess this whole thing up.
Yeah. I'm just going to turn off the lights and let them have it. It's over. It's over. I'm trying to figure out how you can hoist a corn cob out of it. Now, the corn cobs aren't full-blown, supersizers,
right.
but they're at least half-sizers, and I don't know how he's hiking it out of there with one hand and climbing the fence with the other three.
You might need to get a drone guy to
Yeah.
hover over the garden.
I need to get a ring camera out there or
Right.
something.
Something.
I'm going to work on that.
Right.
It ain't over yet. Caddyshack.
Speaking of drones,
Chasing gophers.
we had a fatality with the drone
I seen
on
that.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
There was a
Sunday.
wreck over
That good
Oh.
job they did on Mike's tire change.
Oh.
Fatality.
the drone.
The
it
drone.
was a
Yeah.
drone,
Yeah.
not a person.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a
That drone
person.
on Mike's tire change,
Yeah, that drone.
It
it
went
crashed
down
and
then?
burned Sunday.
Well,
Oh.
what happened was there was I can't even remember which race it was in, but there was a wreck over in turn 2.
It was right before the stock cars.
Yeah,
So
and
must have been sport mods.
it's hard to say. I don't. There was a wreck over in turn 2. The drone was high up, went down over there to get a view of it, and was just low enough to where when the boom on the wrecker,
that
boom on the wrecker hit it.
Oh.
Flipped it over, landed on the ground, and we were on the I was on the radio with Jen. Hey, the drone's down. Don't let them drive it over. And I seen that wrecker moving back and forth, and nobody went to look for the drone. Finally, Jill Lee comes over there, and whatever the drone gets located and gets back to Bobby Tripp, and God bless Bobby Tripp, but that drone is it's about a
Game over.
$7,000 drone.
No way.
Game over.
I thought it kind of looked like it was still there. You guys are holding it.
Nope.
I was looking.
Game over. So he's not a happy camper. And just let
Still
everybody out
hurts.
there, why doesn't Darn TV have a drone? Number one, I don't have an operator. Number two, because I don't have an operator, I don't want to put a $7,000 drone up in the air to break it.
Yeah. Hey, insurance man, I crashed my drone. So
Yeah, you don't have insurance
well, I
on a
need
drone.
another one.
Oh, it's like racing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Kelly, guess what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need another one.
Them drones are expensive, and you need somebody who can fly it. And yes,
Can
I
afford
would.
to lose it.
Well, at least he has all winter to save up and get another one.
Yeah, maybe he works for G-Man, so
Oh.
maybe because he does. That's what he does with the drone on a weekly basis for G-Man. He goes out and maps stuff with it or whatever,
Oh, really?
because it's one of the mapping drones.
Sounds like a write-off to me.
Yeah.
Get her done, Troy.
Keith Maddox checking in. Nice.
Hey, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Both
to,
of them?
He
Both
says
of
it's nice to hear Brandon Beater this past Saturday. I gave you a lot of grief, Keith. I can't believe you're even talking to me.
Maybe you didn't watch the replay yet.
Oh no, he heard me. I was him
Oh.
and Dave Swallers were sitting next to one another right down front, and I gave them both some grief.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 racers.
Nice to see them guys at the racetrack again. We have
Yep.
Keith raced last year full time, didn't he, in Williston?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep.
That's how I
They
remember
went to
it.
Boone.
Stephanie, Bruce's girlfriend.
Yeah.
The girls are yelling, "Hi, Jorn! Hi,
Hi.
Uncle Jorn!" And hi,
Avery
Brandon.
and Aubrey. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They're going to preschool now.
Preschool.
Afternoon at Ned Rose. They're digging it. Get used to it.
Yeah,
12 more
it's-
years.
It's only starting. It's only starting. Well,
they
she
like
has
it,
some
though,
older
so-
ones, so she understands the game.
Yeah.
Well, Stephanie does, but the twins don't.
Right.
But they're going to.
Well, she has an older set of twins.
Oh.
So I'm saying
Oh,
Stephanie
okay.
understands the
Yeah.
game. Bruce has an older girl, so they understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, the twins are just getting into
Yeah,
the school
twins are
thing.
just getting into the swing, so
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Texas Red, so we'll go back to the schedule now. Stampede this weekend,
Stampede
Yep.
this weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, and then Oktoberfest the following Friday, Saturday. Both
Yeah.
of them are the same format. Heat races one night, features the next night. So one show over 2 days. They do that because of all the classes and the car count, because I think, like you said, 9 classes or something in Jamestown. Oktoberfest has to be close to the same
And I think they had 220 cars last year.
at Jamestown.
Mandan.
Mandan.
And down. There's a bunch. Yeah.
There
the weather
is
looks right.
nowhere else to race then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's the final North Dakota race of
Yep.
the
It's
year.
the last 2 weekends of North Dakota, so
Both events can be viewed on IMCA TV, Dakota Speedway TV, and I believe if I looked at the deal right, I finally got them on board with just simulcasting it onto Darn TV. I don't get anything out of it. It just helps them promote that people can go to Darn TV and watch it. So I just I like making it easier.
Availability?
Availability. People can go watch it. So
yeah, it's hard to believe we are 2 weekends away from the off season, but
Where to go?
where to go? Yeah, I say they pulled a month out of it last year. They pulled 2 months out of it this year. Man, oh life, it went fast. But nonetheless, we've got
for-
Smallsy's Car Show that's in April, but get
Yeah.
ready in February.
Right.
Hot Sauce Fantasy.
Need 100.
I think Hot Sauce Fantasy, we better give a shout out to old Hot Sauce.
Hey,
Yeah,
congratulations. Yep.
Dad now.
We got
Yeah.
mini sauce.
Yep.
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
Yeah. Everything's healthy. He, yeah, I think sent a Snapchat or a picture or something the other night watching the races and wouldn't want to have it any other way watching Williston with the Holton.
Right.
They'll be great parents. So, man, it's going to be fun. It'll go fast, too, but, yeah, good on them. Good guy.
Kind of wonder what the future of old
Congrats,
Hot
guys.
Sauce racing is.
Yeah.
Right. No car.
Yeah. I haven't heard no chirps yet. He checks in with me. We make sure we're alive.
I'm sure we'll hear about it.
haven't heard nothing of that yet, but we'll have banquet season coming up.
He keeps me pretty well up to speed sometimes while I'm up there announcing.
He's making sure we're remembering something.
We made
Oh, hot sauce. So I got a little hot sauce story off to the side. So you got doggy steps, doggy ramps, so
Yep.
your pet dog can like get up on the couch, or in my case, the bed. I'm not sure what hot sauce's dog's deal was, but so I have Olaf, right? My little brown
Yep.
and white dog. He's a chow weenie. Okay. Well, our bed is a little bit high, not as high as this table, but it's higher than a normal bed. So when Olaf was younger, he could sky jump up there. Well, now he can't for about 2 years. So long story long, hot sauce. They got a doggy ramp, but in their own words, their dog's too much of a diva to use it. Okay, well, I said, well, Olaf can figure it out then. so I got it. It's a great ramp. It's a carpeted ramp. Everything's good. Well, I've had this thing going for about, it's got to be pushing 3 weeks now. And Olaf ain't digging it. He wants to be hand lifted up onto the bed. And then he sky jumps off, and I'm afraid he's going to break a leg here or something because he's not built for flying. so
You just need to get him a cape.
yeah, well, he needs wings so he lands easier. That's for sure. He's going to fold a leg here. We're going to go to the vet. So, but at any rate, so Hot Sauce checking. He goes, "Hey, how's the ramp working?" I go, "He's a work in process there. He's not catching on fast, but we're going to stick to it." Long story long, Olaf is going up and down the ramp now. It took 3 weeks.
Got him going.
Yeah. I've only stubbed my toes once, and Tina's only stubbed hers once. So all in all, not too bad. Not too bad. Nobody died, and no toes were broke. It was loud. Yeah. But Olaf, he went in last night. He was going to try to trick me. Tina said, he used the ramp. I go, okay, I got him now. So we go in there, and usually he waits for me to almost fall asleep, and then he plays the old, he wants to be lifted up like you son of a bitch. Now I'm awake. And, he's got me all messed up, and he's happy as a lark. So we go in together, and I said, I tapped on the ramp, and he looked at me. Right up he went. I'm like, winning. So winning. So things are looking good.
You got a lot going on over there.
It's the little things in life.
Squirrels, dogs, and ramps, and corn missing.
Couple of kids.
Yeah,
yeah. It ain't easy. Yeah, this is what I mean. Life at speed.
Right.
And then I tear a wheel off the trailer. I forgot to do that at Adams. I got Bruce all lined up to get me some wheels and tires. I forgot about that part because I was getting pounded so hard for the Stampede. There was nothing left of me. I still got tomorrow. I'll get caught up. But yeah, so Isaac, Olaf, the ramp, winning.
Making moves.
Yep,
Yeah.
making moves.
So that's my hot sauce moment, and it is a hot sauce moment, ramp and all.
Ramp overs for the dog.
I'm just glad we finally figured out, that hypothetical that he said earlier this year. If the baby was due date was over Motor Magic, does he go race or not race? Because he was asking for a friend.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
See, that wasn't that
I'm
long
glad
ago.
we finally put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Everything came out okay.
Yep.
Right.
You didn't have to wreck your car to do it, but come on.
Right.
Hey, we got to get a couple extra rages laying around for those who may need.
Right.
I have one of Isaac's old rages at the house.
I see Fife's got his for sale. I think a guy should just, I don't know, raffle that thing into a pile somewhere and
just have it laying around.
just have it laying around. Yeah, because it would be priceless in June when you got one in half.
for all the Rage Nation drivers up here.
Yeah. Well, talking about race cars for sale, there's a lot.
A lot.
Yeah. And Brandon and I were touching like, holy cow, every stock car in the world must be for sale. So-
Right.
And the modifieds are right there too, so I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
Wagner put his Rage up for sale.
Ah.
Pfeiffer's for sale.
Just
Wow.
6 or 7 Canadians have put all their hobby stocks up for sale.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear stock cars for those,
Yep.
or a bunch of them, or that's the lingo anyway. So
Jason Storbakken has posted a Harris Sport Mod for sale, $1,500.
Bargain.
And if anybody wants a 13 Harris car, those were good.
Yeah, I think it was a 14, but yeah, just the same. A motor and transmission, it's going.
Right.
Pedals, seat, the whole 9 yards. In his own words, I want it out of here. He does.
I almost thought about
Yeah.
go get it.
I got 15 of them. Maybe I need 16. Yeah. No, don't do that. No, I thought it was a red
Why
one.
not? You don't
Yeah.
race the mod. Leave
Yeah.
the mod park. There you go. Sport mod it.
Yeah.
It looked like some pretty good deals out there. So, yeah. Jason's, I didn't know he had a sport mod. And
Me neither.
apparently he forgot
Wonder where
too,
he got
but
it from.
nonetheless, the price is right. Yeah, it's a Harris car, so red one.
I'm thinking. So
Red frame.
There's
Yeah.
a couple of victory cars out there. I seen Raynard had a victory car.
Yeah,
I
right,
see
that-
Goodwin had
yeah.
a victory car for sale.
Right.
Yeah, I
It
think
is
Your
for
he-
sale.
brother's victory car is
Yeah,
for sale.
that's for sale. What was
Brock
Darren?
has
So-
his Rage Sport Mod for sale.
Yeah, is that the one out here?
Yes, one
Yeah,
here.
okay. Okay.
It's turnkey again. They fixed the. There wasn't nothing wrong with the motor exactly. All it did was a lifter fell out. Whatever, just
Oh.
fell into the valley.
Broke a rocker arm, kicked one out, put
Yep.
it back in. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if anybody's looking at
Harris car from Jason sold already.
Yeah,
Already
I believe
got
it.
it, yeah.
It was a great buy.
I didn't even
For sure.
see it.
Yeah.
so-
Well, it should have went that fast because I went through the
it
pictures.
needed
I'm
a
like,
deck, body, and a motor tranny.
thought
Is
my
that-
glasses were failing me. I thought maybe there was a 1 missing there or something.
You're
I don't
right.
know.
Mike Coughlin Jr. put that on there. That's not one of their old cars. They never had
Oh,
a.
it could be.
It's
Did
red.
they have any Harris
Yeah.
cars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what they have.
That's what they bought for years.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
I
is or
don't
not.
know
Mike
if it is
Coughlin
either.
Jr. will probably answer us here
Yeah.
shortly.
Huh.
So I have no idea where it came from.
Mike and Jeff's stuff was red, so it would fit
Yep.
in. But
I'm
yeah,
always-
I didn't know Jason had it, but
I'm always
and I'm not surprised
intrigued.
it's gone because it was a good buy.
I'm always intrigued where these cars come from.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like get the history of who owned
Right.
it at what times, and because you can sit
Oh,
there.
Darren's is easy.
Yeah,
Some of these other, well, like mine, went all the way to Iowa to get it. Come back, here was Spencer's. What the?
Travel the world to
Yeah.
get one across town. You're right.
Wow.
Well, that's how I do things the hard way.
Yeah.
So it's not the plan; it's the results.
Bruce said come get, or he'll get them coming tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, and I want the heavy-duty wheels, not with any air gap in them. So I wanted to get that for sure. But again, I got sidetracked there. Adam and I went out for a smoke break. You know, me watching him smoking. So, and then he had a customer show up, and I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna go home. I forgot what I was doing. I want to get those wheels ordered.
You were a customer. You were actually
Well.
supposed to be.
Well, I'm just there slowing down progress, but yeah,
Coughlin
they've come to
Jr.
know that.
He doesn't think that that's one of their cars, but
Oh.
he himself says he has one for sale.
Oh,
Or no, he still has one.
still
Oh,
has
he
one.
still
Okay.
has
Not for sale. He said he
Yeah.
still has one.
Yeah, that store-bought one looked like it could have been involved. So yeah, but
I didn't know where it came from. I just
yeah.
one.
Just
Have you
guess-
guys heard of any movers and shakers going mod and sport mod to mod stock car?
stock
to
car stuff?
Anybody
Connor Hansen
moving?
talked about a stock car. Grinstead's Brenner wants to get a stock car, as one, I should say.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, they're already
And then he talked about maybe some other Canadian guys that wanted to go stock
car
cars. So,
racing out of a hobby.
yep.
I mean,
So
What is Cole's deal? Just wanted to stir up Facebook today.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I saw that too.
No clue.
He doesn't even know, so it doesn't pay to ask
It's
him.
only Wednesday.
You're right.
I have no
Just
idea.
playing with you, Cole. Yeah. I don't know. You got your car for sale now. Earlier today,
You were going.
yeah, going to the Stampede with
Yeah.
a mystery driver.
Who's that,
Which
Bruce?
No. Well, I don't know if it's secret or not, but it's his John Lazat. So it
Oh.
ain't a secret now.
Oh.
So yeah. So
The hockey player.
yeah.
The
they
one
were-
you got
they-
the car
They had a
from.
family reunion last week there, and
So that's why he wasn't at the roundup. I suppose.
Reminisce. I don't know that answer there. Yeah, right, because he went to Minneapolis.
Right.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
He will. Bruce said he will change his mind tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I didn't know how to say it. You can rewind me, so I'm being careful. Yeah.
I know a few other people that are that way.
Yeah.
But-
It's only Thursday tomorrow, so shoot. So
Oh yeah, Hank has his stuff for sale.
Yeah.
yeah. Looked like Hank was having a moment there.
Yeah.
When he listed it, he said, "It's time," in the words of somebody else, and that's going to be a tough day. Hank's won a bunch of Stampedes. Hank's won a bunch of everythings, and he's certainly in a position that isn't the good old days
no.
at the moment either. But yeah,
Well, like we were talking earlier.
life at speed, things change. And
When is it?
yeah,
Yeah. When is it time?
yeah. And Hank wrote in that ad. He said, "It's time" in capital letters, and it was painful to read.
Tony Marsh,
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah,
a week later,
50
years is enough.
Yeah.
Two cars he had for sale, right?
Yeah.
Weren't they GRTs?
Yeah.
Were they
Yep.
both GRTs? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So there's race cars out there.
Yeah.
We need some young people getting in them.
Well, that slingshot class has certainly given us some drivers moving up.
Yeah,
with
so
Keenan
yeah,
Glassers
so
and
there's
stuff like that.
there should Slado should
Slade's
be
looking at
moving up, right?
they got a sport mod roller, I believe, or pretty close to it. So that should all be in motion by
How
spring.
old is he?
He will be
Be
14 in November.
This November?
So
In
he'll
a-
be.
Oh, he'll be
Yeah.
racing sport
yeah,
mod then.
yeah.
Yeah.
He could have
So-
been because if it's before a certain time, IMCA will let you race.
Well, I think we had this discussion where
His birthday's
Steven
November
tried it.
1st, I believe.
Yeah, he
Right.
tried. I remember him talking about
So-
trying.
They might as well get prepared to run for a national championship then.
Well,
National
well,
rookie.
just so they're here on opening night,
Right?
depending on how the fantasy league goes. We got Jed checking in.
Jedley's checking in.
Oh, it's probably onto the Mod Light deal now.
No, he doesn't know we're doing a weekly. He's
Oh,
got the politics cooking. So
There's no politics on the Dirt Weekly.
yeah.
I don't know about that. Racing politics.
Not the big scene, just the small
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
Little racetrack.
Well, it's a big scene around here sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's running for Nodak?
Smallsy for president's all I got.
There ain't nobody else here.
Somebody needs to
I'm
run.
planted in Underwood, so I'm good.
Is there positions open down there?
We have one of our board positions. Actually, all four of our we staggered like you know. So we're 2 years on officers, and we have our 3 board members are 3 year, 2 year, and 1 year. So our 1 year is always up. Obviously, there's
Right.
2 years every second year. Oliver's been a part of that since, my God, the beginning, whenever that was, decades ago. So him and Steve have, as I say, have been just the shepherds of the place. So
Zach just said, "Damn, y'all are still going." You are a rookie at this, Zach.
yeah,
I
You
think
just
our,
wait until you get
this is
into
gonna be a
winter.
quick night
Yeah,
for us.
Yeah.
our record. Have we had
Yeah,
a
it's only-
4-hour show yet?
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
We've had a 4-hour
Not
show.
a 5, but a 4.
4.
4:12.
Right.
We're
Like a
early
quick
yet.
change.
There's sometimes that we get together at 5 and we'll go till no matter
11.
when we start. We
Yeah,
always end
right.
at the same
Yeah.
time.
Right.
Eventually, you get tired and want to go to bed.
Right.
Whether it's with race cars or dirt weeklies, monthlies, randoms.
This is only a 2-hour show, and we had so much to go over, we forgot about it.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of
Well, we've high
we just did the
peaked it so high up
Uh-oh.
that missing some details. Did we forget something?
Yeah. We actually people watching us still.
Yeah, yes, unfortunately, yes. They obviously
Well,
missed us here. I got too many here. They started pumping in here.
We're gonna get our monitors next
yeah,
week.
Right,
you're
right,
gonna get
yeah.
your monitors right there next
And then
week.
you want to talk about a long
Oh,
show.
boy.
We'll-
Yeah. Stop on that one. We're gonna do this one.
right.
Oh, I'll still be in control of it. You guys will only see what I want you to see.
He blinked out my page. Mine too.
Smalls can continue the Prez stuff. He's a great water truck driver from Keith Maddox.
Oh, he rode with me.
See?
He about died because the exhaust pipe fell off. I told him, I said, it gets a little smoky in here. The year's about over. We'll fix it.
Dylan Barnhart's giving us
Dilly Bar.
clappy hands.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to do the winter
Yeah.
show with him.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that-
yeah.
Dilly Bar put out. He's putting some smashers together. So if you need a smasher,
He's looking for
get with Dilly
land
Bar. Yeah. Well, yeah.
to build a house. I thought maybe a racetrack.
Did we announce that Dilly Bar got engaged?
I don't think we've announced it. Good
Yeah.
night, Zach. He said, "Love
Oh,
y'all." Good
Zach.
night.
Yeah.
See, this is where the show's starting to pick up again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's piecing out.
Yeah. The professionals leave
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dilly Bar, and Nicole engaged. All still going the right way. So
Yeah.
so now Dilly Bar wants to, he wants to get a bigger shop if he can. So he poked out there today. He's looking for a little bit of land.
Yeah.
See if anything's available.
The dumbest thing in my mind when I seen that on Facebook earlier, and I seen the
You
the
thought he was building a
circle
racetrack?
and- No,
Yeah.
nope. I thought it was a different country. I didn't know what he was up
Oh,
to.
you don't know McLean and Oliver County?
I don't
Well,
know
you
the
do now.
shapes of them on a map.
Well, you will. He wants to be over by Heisler. Don't blink, Heisler. Have you been through?
Jedley checked in, said
Oh,
sorry
yeah.
he didn't realize we were doing
See,
a Dirt
that's what I
Weekly.
said.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I appreciate the gut-filled deal, but how you doing on Mod Lights? Again, as I shared, Jed's birthday on Saturday. It was good for me.
Holly, we're going to touch
Happy
on that.
birthday.
We should have touched on it.
Oh.
Texas Red. And we did kind of talk about it a little bit. Slingshots,
Oh, the Bakken.
the battle in the
Yeah.
Bakken.
Yeah.
That was posted today,
October
too.
12th.
upcoming
Yeah.
events.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And so and Brad had a deal on there this evening.
Yep.
All right.
Indoor racing
Bigger,
in Watford City.
longer track, wider track.
Really?
Are we on the other side? Or
I don't know.
he look up Southwest Speed. He posted a deal that longer, wider. Isn't that the lie of the century? But that's what he posted. So,
So it was okay to say.
hey, I'm telling you, Smallsy, that 4-inch deal,
You're right.
that's still getting mileage. Yeah, you did. It's 4 inches. I go,
Right.
man, measuring in the dark.
Right.
Yeah, that's still going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway,
It works.
and I don't make these things up. I just repeat them. So,
Right.
Yeah, it says track will be longer and
And
wider.
I've been trying to tell him that all my life.
right. That's what I mean. The lie of the century.
Right, right.
So,
You just work with me, and it'll get longer and wider.
don't give up,
You're
honey.
right.
Something will happen.
Right. Sometimes you got to make your race car longer and wider to win.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
that's-
You really want to make it wider when nobody's ahead of you.
October 12th, Slingshots, Legends, and karts, go-karts.
And go-karts, okay.
Indoors, heat races at 11 a.m., features main events at 3 p.m.
Oh.
I believe we've been invited back because we charged the right price to be announcers last year.
Oh,
So-
all of it.
All of it.
So he said he
If
would
we double it, it'll be the same.
Same.
Yeah, he actually said he would double our pay.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't
Well,
bad. 2 boxes of popcorn.
Who can say no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. So,
Well, you better find out what time you have to be awake.
yeah. Brandon
Last year-
picked me up at like 3:30 in the morning. It was obnoxious. It might have been 4, but it was early. Maybe 5. It was
We were down
black
there.
dark.
We were down there by 8 a.m.
Yeah, right. Well, where are we going? I thought it was in Wyoming. So I hung in there. Everything looked good.
Being the video guy, there's more to it than just flipping a switch to.
Yeah, we had tight-fitting jeans on. I was rocking. I don't know. So,
There's more to than just putting the headset on. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Not
well,
for me.
right.
So yeah, so slingshots are going to be down there now. I seen Preston's better half was on there. They can't make it. They're going to the Nationals,
Yeah,
legend stuff.
Yep.
But Brad is saying that we're going to have October. He's going to have an October show. And it looked like February 15th
Yep.
was the February show. So
The day after Valentine's Day.
yeah, well, he said the day after practice, but I did the same thing you did. It'd be the day after Valentine's Day. So, Brad, you got to get caught up here. So, I know what you're thinking, but you got to word it different. That longer, wider will get you in trouble.
Especially on February
Valentine's Day.
14th.
Hey, where were we a year ago? Stop it. Nothing's changed.
It's after 9. We can say whatever.
It's the squirrels.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Chasing
It's
nuts.
the squirrels. Get out of my garden.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Well, like Dustin
I'm
said,
producing
pellet gun.
on the fly again here.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you, Holly. Upcoming schedule. Racing's not done in North Dakota. This is
Right.
done for big cars.
I think this is going to be a bigger and a bigger deal. This indoor stuff. I
yeah.
think if he keeps this going, it's going to be.
Well, again, reflecting on February when we were down there, the energy to put a big racetrack on
Now,
outside. was-
Nowhere on here does it say longer and wider, so I'm safe to put this on here.
Well,
But it gives you the.
If you look hard.
this is the pit
if you
area.
squint,
and
it's
you-
longer and
if you-
wider.
If you pay you get to go to the pit area.
Yeah. It's a cool event. Yeah.
Well, 35 if you want to go to the pit area, but
Oh.
20 to just go in and watch. But if you pay the 35,
Yeah.
you get to go in and walk around the pit area, and it's indoor. You don't have to get cold or anything.
Yeah. Once you're in, you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am looking forward to it.
And put on some great racing last year.
Yeah.
So we're less than a month away from that.
Here we are. Jesus,
Yeah.
3 weeks. Huh. Where were we?
Yeah.
Wow, is it Christmas yet? I heard that on the news the other day, Christmas 100 days away, like 3 days ago. So
So 97, Nathan
Yeah,
Burke.
right.
Nathan
Yeah,
Burke
yeah,
days away.
Nathan days away.
This is episode 58, so it's Sean Nosdahl. We missed the 57.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, his dad Bob also. So
Bob Nostal.
Yeah.
But 57 was
it was wide.
wide after the Ole deal. It just kind
yeah,
of fit.
it
We
was-
missed it. We didn't
yeah.
even bring it up on the show.
Right. Kind of gave us
Yeah.
goosebumps
Yeah.
after the show when we realized it.
Parallelism was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's Levi Wald, his 2020 Shaw Sport Mods for sale. Still.
Oh, yeah. And a legend.
And a
yeah.
legend for sale.
And maybe even the trailer, if I remember the ad right.
Oh, no. Well, the Stenvolds. What's up with that?
Yeah, Stenvold's cars
Yeah,
for sale.
And trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
There was a few questioning on there, and of course the comics were were running away with the show there. So I don't know what's going on in the Stenvold camp. I don't know.
Hot Sauce has checked in. He says, Isaac says, I turned on the Dirt Weekly and Harrison started crying when Smalls started talking.
See,
I don't
always
believe it.
instigating.
I
Always
don't
instigating.
believe it.
Always instigating.
If you don't send me a
Dick.
snap,
It didn't happen.
it didn't happen.
Oh no, you asked for it. Oh dang. Yeah, we're excited for your nice, neat, new little family. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Excited to see you out at the racetrack next year with him and running around. And
I'm going to
well,
chase
not
you down
quite
on some
running around,
basketball games because I want to see how you handle it.
Oh, I'll go with you. I love watching them. I watch it. Hey, when they do this, he gets quiet. Yeah. Then he behaves. I seen it happen.
Yeah.
I still think we should probably mic him up one night.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fun.
Well,
Maybe not clean, but it'd
you
be
did
fun.
this summer.
Yeah. We did.
Right.
Maybe Isaac, don't worry about getting another car. Let's just travel with
Yeah.
Darn TV
We'll
as
just
an
mic you
announcer.
up.
Yeah.
We'll just mic you up every night.
Could you do that to racers? Put a mic in their helmet?
Well, that's what we
I'm
talked
sure you
about that.
could.
Yeah. We wanted to do that, remember?
I think
Little play-by-play, but
Yeah.
radio communications, so.
Well, not really.
I think I could.
You can't talk to
I think it
them.
would be fun to see on video.
Oh, have an
Yeah.
in-car camera with a
Yeah.
microphone. I think it's doable.
Yeah. That was our goal around the 4th of July. We kind of fell asleep on that.
Well, I woke you guys up.
Yeah. Let's get back on that.
Look, he just left us.
We're on our own.
Dude.
so- Hey.
You touch one of these buttons and see
Yeah,
what it
I
does.
don't dare. It might blow up.
Probably wouldn't be all
Everything
bad.
blinking
yeah.
over here. So
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't messing with that
yeah, that would be so fun to have a little NASCAR communication with our local dirt drivers.
thing. Do
That
you
would be fun.
do you talk to yourself in your race?
Probably. I'm not sure. I had to be in
do you think-
Williston. Don't hit that tire.
Right.
Jesus, that was
Right.
close.
Do you think it comes out or is it just in your
It's
head?
just in your head.
I picked up these
A
cool
microphone would remove all doubt. I think it's in my head, but it might be out loud.
I picked up these cool little microphones on TikTok Shop.
oh.
We could probably incorporate them into.
Oh God, if
Yeah.
that's all it is. Yeah.
I mean,
that'd
this
be
could
easy.
probably be incorporated into a helmet.
Pretty
easily.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, go to
What about the speaker to hear though? You'd have to two-channel your
Well,
receiver.
if I had a camera in there, an in-car camera, I could run the audio over to the camera
Oh,
and then
Well,
just
you
pull
would
the
do- you would
video
do
and the
it-
camera.
I think that would be fun.
All right.
DW checking in with you.
Yeah,
Oh no, I
Kevin
wouldn't be able to
Harvick.
talk to you.
No.
No?
It would just pick up what you're saying.
Oh.
And then we go
A
over
one-way
it during the
conversation?
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
Well, no, it'd just be you talking to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not
Jesus, stupid. Why'd you hit the tire?
Exactly. So then we can sit here and watch you hit
Oh,
the tire
man.
and call your.
Well, I thought it'd be funner if we got a little communication. What's the plan on the restart? Yeah, don't overshoot the bottom.
Don't talk to me right now. I'm trying to figure out how to make it long and wide. Leave me alone.
wider and longer.
You're right.
Mainly longer
Yeah.
at the checkered flag. Oh, God.
It always seems like
Most everybody understood what we meant.
yeah. I'm always coming up short.
Leave the lights off.
Keith, did anybody get some shrimp boil on Saturday of Motor Magic at Drew's trailer? I didn't get
I'm
any.
out. I know.
Oh.
That probably didn't happen until the middle of the night.
Isaac says that T was on the bench, not him.
I don't know. I
Who
was
was in charge?
Yeah,
Who's
right.
in charge?
Who's the president of the bench? Keep your men on your chicks, like Jordan said. Keep your chicks.
Keep the chicks in the
Yeah,
box.
Or on the track so
Right.
he wins fantasy.
Right.
No, don't let Robbie jump out. He's the
Coughlin,
problem.
Mike Coughlin Jr. Coughlin Jr. says you better have a beep button.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be better if you could talk. I mean, just have a DW Kevin Harvick moment.
See, I think we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
but then recording it is a whole nother factor.
Oh.
Because what
Well, how
what
about
I
like
think
a Walkman?
I think what would be
They
cool.
still exist? They should.
What would be cool is if we just had this microphone in there and the audio went over to the camera and you had the in-car camera going and whatever you said was going to be picked up and put onto the in-car camera video. So then we play the in-car camera video and everybody can hear. So when you're going down, you're talking to yourself on the back straightaway, you know, whatever. I'm going to...
Okay, Dorcas, don't overshoot it. You got a second one here.
Yeah, exactly. But the communication back and forth...
Yeah. Well, that way you'd have your receiver and you wouldn't actually have
Right.
communication. You would just be getting recorded on
Right.
on what you thought was you were alone.
Well, then you
Right.
wouldn't get in
But you're
trouble.
not.
In the IMCA rules, you can't have a two-way communication device.
I'd have to have it on one of those days. That ain't that.
That ain't that. Yeah. Holly said she was trying to do it with roadie mics this summer. Didn't have the right cord adapters. Holly, you need to get a hold of me and go
Well.
to the room back there, and I have every cord adapter you'll ever need.
Yeah. Well, see, we're getting closer.
Yeah.
Let's get one in one of those legend cars for the 12th.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. Or a slingshot or something.
I'll test it out in Mandan.
Yeah. Well,
Because I'm sure I'll be talking a lot down there.
Now I tell
Why
you,
did I come here?
Holly, I'm Darn TV. I encounter everything. When I go to a track, I look at their board and I go, "Oh my Lord, what am I working with here?" And I go buy 6 new adapters so I can make it work.
yeah. Yeah.
We don't have that problem.
We're close.
Yeah,
I can feel it.
we just
Get her done, Brandon.
We just put the headset on.
Yeah, just do this.
Yeah.
This is simple.
Well,
But
this'll fit in the helmet.
Yeah, can we just wear this and some goggles and send us?
vroom, vroom.
They,
Going
they
green
do
on the
make
next
the
lap.
kits for your
Pay
helmet,
attention.
just like what NASCAR has. They make them kits to where you'd have the speakers in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
To where you could talk back. And a non-sanctioned deal like a Mandan deal would be a time and place to do that.
have a little button on the wheel. Copy. Over. Yeah, this is way too nice.
The problem
Over.
is you can't use it. Like I wouldn't be able to use it as a spotter. Or
the
whatever.
bus is coming around the top. You better hop up there.
Because that's the
Hey, stay on the bottom one more lap.
Yeah.
What'd you tell me that for?
because as soon
I'm working
as,
for the other guy.
as soon as you did that, even if I recorded the line to where this is everything we talked about, people would say, "Well, Brandon doctored it so that way because Jordan won or
Oh,
Smalls
God,
won."
yeah.
You know
Well,
that they would.
They would know it was doctored because we finally won.
Wow, he has a better chance than you do.
Well, yeah, he proved it last weekend. He should have stayed off that bottom.
God.
Then there would have been something there for us.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to leave anything for you. I wanted it all. I tried my best.
If Smalls was out there and I was on the radio, I'd sit there and go, "Okay, Smalls, what
Get
you're gonna
off
do
the
is
gas."
You're gonna go so slow that you're gonna have the leaders lap
Yeah.
you, and
Then pick
then-
up the pace.
and then pick up the pace, and I'm gonna pay the lap counter $50 to add a lap, so then you'll just fall right into line."
That would probably be a lot
Yeah.
better.
Get the stress of the same lap out of the way.
They should just let me run 20 laps.
And everybody else 25.
25, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be all right.
We're just not thinking about it right. We're making this way too hard. It was easy all the time.
Right.
Transponder. Click, click, click. Okay, now I'm ready. What was that? I'm starting 3 laps up.
Right.
How's it going to end? Well, it should.
Oh, what else you guys got?
I don't know.
Um,
I thought we were done 15 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden we got
yeah.
little fuzzy
microphones.
pieces. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even used these.
Well,
It'd
we're
be
thinking. I like
Holly,
that.
Holly, let's get together and kind of have a conversation.
I think that would be the next dimension of whatever we're doing here.
Right. Yeah.
Little in-car.
Right.
What the heck?
Boone and IMCA TV.
What
and
the beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep, 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 beep. Did you think you were going to do?
Fall up with one of these. See? He said it and showed it.
See, jury, He meant it was deliberate.
it
It was
Right.
premeditated.
Yeah.
Oh, this could go sideways in a hurry.
I think we missed the good years because I think 10 years ago, if I would have had one of these, it would have been
My generation was glad there wasn't cameras when we grew up. We
Yeah.
ain't seen nothing yet.
right.
It's $123 for the helmet kit to put a radio in your helmet.
God.
Maybe people are doing it already. That's why I'm not winning.
If I went to fling to my new trailer tire down the road, I could get one.
So you had trailer tire problems too?
Well, installation problems, apparently. I must not have had it tight. It broke all the studs off.
You put it on?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know the
The
feeling.
whole crew, me,
No.
myself, and I.
And you all screwed it up?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the intentions were good. but
Right.
The results, I made it 500 miles, didn't make it 6 1/4. I lost it somewhere between two trips here. They were new going to Botno. Everything was good. Went to Williston. Came home. The passenger tires were on it because that's the side I look at walking out to it. They weren't there. The right front was missing when I got to Williston.
Missing.
Gone. And it took the dust cover off, too. The bearing was greased well. I will give it that. So, me, myself, and I did pretty good on that part. But, yeah, so a little northern brake, a little stud job, a little dust cover.
So you made it home on 2 tires, 2 wheels?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you have a trailer with
yeah.
3.
Yeah.
I've been down that road.
Yeah. And the Florida trip was a onesie on one side. Nobody died. We were down to 40 just in case. Well, I shouldn't say down to 40. We were close to that the whole time, but it wasn't,
40 mile an hour?
My first trip there, I'm not kidding, we had fuel pump problems, 45 miles an hour. The sun came up 3 times. I tell the story often. The sun came up 3 times. We never stopped moving. It was like a wagon train. So, yeah.
I checked the road signs at 40
Yeah.
mile an hour, and I'm just like,
Oh, my-
this is slow.
45
you drove
miles
to
an
Florida.
hour. And then we started going through Texas, Tennessee, and it's like uphill. Oh, no. We had to be down to 30 miles on end, like a wagon train.
Who's with you?
Oh, God, who went the first year? My friend Dave Llewellyn. Dang it, I can't remember. It was 1994, but I will get that answer. And we couldn't wait to get there. Mind you, we had to come home. It was the same trip. It takes a day and a half no matter what. We left at night, but the sun did come up 3 times. It was maybe not a full 3-day trip, but it was a full 2.5-day trip. So
And the whole time you're thinking, man, this is fun.
we can't wait to get to Florida to race. For the record, I unloaded and won. So it was worth it. But, yeah. Well, I had the first time I had a diesel, I didn't know how they worked. I still don't. But nonetheless, the fuel pump on a diesel is way different than the fuel pump on my race car. It's important on a diesel. It's sort of important on my race car. It is half the motor on a diesel. It's everything. It's the RPM and I don't know all the things it does.
So when you got to Florida, did you fix it?
I didn't know it was broke. I thought it was just slow. So, because, I guess I'd only had the truck 1 year before that.
So 93 is when you got the green machine? Mm-hmm. Oh, you should have had a big party last year for that. 30 years?
Well, there's still time. There's still time. Yeah, so I'm trying to rubber the thing up to get ready for, the present and the future. And
Right.
I got to follow up with my cordless with a torque wrench. Adam says you might have got them too tight and broke them off. I'm not sure. At any rate, it'll get the torque wrench. The whole crew, me, myself, and I. So, yeah.
Well, if Kelly's still listening, you should have that paid off.
I know.
You could take a loan out on it.
I threw the bait out there.
Yeah. What's
senseless? What's
She
what's
responded.
senseless spending money? What's the interest rate on senseless spending money?
It was
And what's the collateral? Because Smallsy gets away with car titles.
Right.
The rest of us don't. You got to put up the house.
Yeah.
So,
I don't even know where that was. That was a
Yeah.
while ago.
I'll go find it. So, yeah.
She said
So-
I think if I remember, she said she was closing her ears or something.
Yeah. Well, I know, but we should have some consideration because we're
Right.
prepared to pre-screen for her.
Right.
We
this
can
is where
we can knock out the easy ones.
we got to get her on the show here.
Without her doing any face-to-face.
Right. We
Well,
almost
like declined.
Right.
Why? Because you're walking. You can't get a car if you don't have a pickup to drag it with. So
I can't find it.
We almost have to get her on the show to do some explaining because it's the time of the year to start.
yeah,
Well, not just yet.
you gotta
because
you got Christmas coming.
because this is the time of the year you're kind of scrambling a little bit to kind of get the bank paid back. So then
For last year's good ideas.
right.
Yeah,
so then
the balloon.
Right, you gotta. Yep. So then, but when January rolls around, February, then you walk in there and
Hey.
remember that money I gave you 3 months ago? We need it.
Yeah. I haven't seen you for 4 months, but I want
Right.
to see you today.
Yeah.
So, what are you thinking? Well, prices have went up.
Yeah.
What used to be 10 is 20, and 30 would be better. Because I want a spare rear end.
Maybe a car.
Yeah. So, well, let's work on Kelly, Dilly Bar,
Yeah.
Get our winter planned.
the future Mr. and Mrs. Dilly Barnhart.
You want them on the show, both of them?
NBI would be fun. Yeah. She's learning that she should not let him out of her sight very often. She's going to do good.
She'll probably sit right over there and
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Well, careful.
Yeah.
I'm thinking right in here. Yeah. We'll mic her up.
We have the bench. We have
Yeah.
another chair over
Yeah.
there, the bench.
We got a love seat. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We can't let this winter get by without some of these good ideas
right.
getting implemented.
Yep, we got to do
So,
them.
okay.
Okay. What else, you guys? We calling it a wrap? Calling it a show?
Yeah, I think we're close.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know what else to.
Some of you are going to the Stampede.
Yep.
Some of you.
Some of you.
if we see you there.
Some of you might see it. Oh. Play that funky music,
white boy. That was old jam with the old Monty crew.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. See?
Yeah.
These are tidbits you need to remember. Yeah. I'm envisioning all you working on it there. So
Hey, what do you think of that comment Rusty Cornelius had, about when you won the All-Star race? He was there. Did you see
Okay.
that on Facebook?
I didn't.
And then he said, "Didn't you skip school, Smalls, to be down there all week?" And I'm like, they didn't know I was missing from school.
I didn't.
But
I
I was
didn't
there.
catch that. Rusty put that on there. I'll have to go look it
I think he said he was 24, and I would have been 16 because it was 06,
up.
right?
06. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, was he 24?
We added Katie
yeah.
to our family in January and an all-star win in September.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
That was a good year.
Almost 20 years ago.
Almost.
Yeah. And Peyton.
Man,
Yeah. It was.
crazy.
Jeepers. With a J car. Does
Right.
anybody even know what those are? So, barely.
Impala
Impala.
front end.
Impala car at that.
Let's give it all the credit.
Man, you did what? I'm not repeating myself.
Them were some
We're
fun races to
jamming.
watch.
Oh,
Them
Yeah.
All-Star deals.
big time, yeah.
Like I say, Byron put up that deal there with 2013 stuff. Smallsy was on there, and that 26 car, that's my first stock car. on
Right,
there.
yeah.
Irvine's car.
Irv-
So
Yep. He
Who
doesn't
else-
race
who
anymore.
else was on there? Cody Shope was on there.
Cody, Aaron, and
How about Aaron,
and-
young Aaron?
Tanya was in there too.
Tanya was in there
Yes.
too. Yep.
Look like little kids. Cody.
Yeah.
I was like, geez.
I go, oh, too. Cody was there.
Did you see him standing on the when he won that qualifying feature that year? I think he was standing on the podium.
Oh, I
He
did- I
just
did-
he just looked like a little kid. You can't even hardly recognize him.
14, right? That's what the photos were?
13.
13.
13. Yep. Byron Smugmug, 2013.
Yeah.
Day six
Yep.
of 7 days of the Super Nationals.
He
or
didn't
something.
post any earlier of the week because you'd have seen myself or whatever.
Yeah.
You were there in 13.
I was there 12, 13, 14, 15.
Well, this is your shout out to get the other days
Yeah.
up.
When did he start taking pictures?
BFF
there?
was
Would have
I
listening.
think 13.
Yeah, probably sounds about right.
15,
11 years ago
15
already.
is when he rode down with Brock and I in 2015. He rode with us and then come home with us. because we have some pictures out there of him wading through the water, and that was the year it rained and rained and rained, and the generator was up by the fence because we were on that back row, and he had to wade through the water. It was knee-deep water to get up there and
I was parked way out in the.
boonies.
I remember
You
Eric.
guys do know this show ain't gonna end. I turned the music on, and
That's okay.
we're just going
Why
through
are
this.
people watching?
Happy hour.
Yeah, it's
All
half
around.
Eric was doing
the video stuff for
Yeah,
Barry.
Exxon. That's what he's wearing in the
Yep.
picture.
yeah, but there was
Exxon
one that
stuff.
just I don't even remember ever seeing it. But he comes and I'm taking a piss right by this trailer, and Eric walks right up. You know, and I think I must have had a couple too many watermelons or something, or something was getting to me. And
Watermelon crawl?
Eric walked up to me and he says, "What are you doing with that little thing?" And zooms in of me taking a piss. This was on the internet,
What are
Oh,
you doing
yeah.
with that little thing?
making it wide and long.
Well, you're trying to.
New
Trying
for this
to-
year, longer and wider.
Yeah. But there was zero,
Uh,
given there.
yeah. The good old days.
When Eric was doing them videos,
Oh,
there was zero F's giving altogether.
yeah.
Some of the most stellar videos of even Mod Tour one of them years came from Eric.
Oh, yeah. It's like when you were that 12-year-old kid and you stayed up until 2 a.m. just to see the girls gone wild. It was that type of videos.
Girls Gone Wild. Oh, man. That's fantastic. Oh, boy.
Are we on our third song now? We are.
This is like the
Are we-
after show that nobody gets to watch.
Are we meeting next week? Or
We're
is
gonna-
that
yeah,
too,
we
or is it
better.
too soon?
We better.
Smallsy, what's your schedule?
Wednesdays,
Church night.
church night. Girls Gone Wild
Oh,
night.
boy.
Are they still watching?
Yeah, there's still 20 plus or so. I'm just skipping
Sorry
through
for the
songs.
nonsense.
Well,
You
I
never
better
know
go.
where we're going.
for Jorn, for Smalls,
Yeah.
we're out
Next week.
Yeah.
Smallsy says Wednesday.
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 Until soccer's over.